Pêl-droed byw rwan ar S4C rhwng y Seintiau Newydd a Pen-y-bont sy'n cynnwys sylwebau Saesneg ar y botwm coch. To access English language commentary during this match, press the red button if you have Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media. And if you have TiVo or Sky Q boxes, go into Settings and use the Audio Selection option. Any problems? Please contact our viewers hotline.
Dyna sut I gadw pethau'n lan yn y cefn.
Diolch. Roedden ni dan bwysau.
Pêl-droed gartref gyda Screwfix. Noddwyr pêl-droed ar S4C.
And disgyn am Ben Connor.
And congratulations to Connor's Key, and whoever finishes top of the table deserves it, and they certainly do this season, and we'll have a right go and try and win it back next year.
Robl yn chyrmanu hi! Digon amser I edrych! A mae Hudson di manteisio ar yr oedi.
Davies ar y foli, McManus! Sa'r ergyd yn dod fewn, a mergyd wych!
A mae'r bel yn dod mewn yn y diwedd I gorder yr hoed. A Jordan Williams! I mewn mae'n mynd! Mae'r coesiad eto! Ac unwaith eto McManus yn chael a dyna be ydi darpar Bencampwriaeth.
Ar ôl 2 dymor gwaglaw mae'r Seintiau Newydd ar frys I gael gafel ar y cwpan unwaith eto. Fe alle hynny ddigwydd pnawn ma yn erbyn Pen-y-bont ac mae'r cyfan y fyw ar S4C a dyma'r sefyllfa I chi pwynt sydd angen ar griw croesoswallt I gipio'r Bencampwriaeth a hynny ar ôl cipio'r 3 pwynt yn y funud ola yn erbyn y bala ganol wythnos oedd I ddim yn hawdd. Chris Venables yn cael bala ar y blaen ond fel ni wedi gweld droion tymor yma tîm Anthony Limbrick yn taro nôl Ryan Brobl a Chris Marriott yn sgorio yn y funud ola a dyna pam mae pwynt yr unig sydd angen ar nhw I godi y cwpan hardd yma. Son am bethau hardd, mae Owain Jones, mae pnawn da. Owain, maen nhw'n mynd I ennill I gyngred, dewch I fod yn hollol onest, falle fe ddigwydd pnawn ma, ond ar ôl 2 dymor gwaglaw fel ni'n sôn, bydd hwn yn teimlo yn fwy arbennig heddi?
Bydd o'n teimlo'n special, oherwydd pan ti di arfer ennill Bencampwriaeth, dro ar ôl tro, efallai bod o'n mynd chydig bach yn ddiflas, a ti'n gweld hynna yn y dathliadau, felly maen nhw wedi cael cwpl o dymor o calad, yn brwydro yn erbyn Connor, ond tymor yma, maen nhw wedi codi lefel. Mae Anthony Limbrick wedi dod I fewn gwneud swydd dda iawn chwarae teg iddo fo, a fydd hyn yn golygu lot fawr iddyn nhw heddiw.
Gen I drafod mwy am y rheolwr a'r Seintiau yn y man. Ar ôl ni edrych yn ôl y bydd yn digwydd neithiwr, falle bod I ar ben ar y brig, ond dwi'n meddwl ben o ran pwy sy'n gorffen yn ail, yn drydydd, cyrraedd Ewrop ac ati, ond yn gêm bwysig yng nghyd-destun hynny, Will Evans roi'r bala ar y blaen. A'r bala enillodd yn y diwedd, o 2 gol I ddwy, werth nodi gol gyntaf Jake Phillips erioed yn uwch gyngred Cymru, goliau gwych yn y gêm yma. Owain, pa mor bwysig oedd y fuddugoliaeth i'r bala?
Oedd hi'n enfawr. Mae wedi bod yn dymor rhyfedd o weld y Seintiau Newydd yn cerdded I ffwrdd efo'r gyngrair, ond popeth arall am gyffro. Ac y bala, da ni wedi berniadu nhw am I tymor hyd yn hyn, ddylia bod nhw'n agosach at y brig dylian, ond nhw rwan ydy'r ffefrynnau orffen yn ail. Ond mae yna frwydr o'r blaen nhw oherwydd mae pawb yn y 6 ucha, hyd yn oed Gynarfon ar ôl crasfa neithiwr.
Peder I ddim, gartre.
Mae nhw dal yn ei chanol I chwarae teg, ond mae rhaid iddyn nhw sortio record gartre yma allan. Heb ennill gartre ers 6 mis, mae rhaid I hynna newid os maen nhw'n mynd I gael llwyddiant, ond chwarae teg I Newydd yn ymateb yn dda ar ôl rhediad gwael iddyn nhw.
2 I Craig Williams fan yna. Ie, fel oedd Owain yn sôn, mae record gartre Gynarfon yn ddifrifol. Tasach chi'n gofyn unrhyw un, byddwch chi'n meddwl ar yr ofal, a'r cofis tu ôl iddyn nhw. Maen nhw'n berig bywyd, ond dim fel na mai, ond fel hyn mai o ran y brig na, mae mor agos am yr ail safle, falle'r 3ydd safle olygu lle yn Ewrop hefyd. Dibynnu pwy sy'n ennill Cwpan Cymru, ond dewch i ni glywed gan y 2 reolwr fan hyn nesa. Rhys Griffiths o Pen-y-bont, Anthony Limbrick o'r Seintiau Newydd, y 2 wedi bod yn siarad a Sioned.
Well, Anthony, here we are. It's the day that you and your players have been waiting for all season. How much are you looking forward to today, and any nerves at all?
Yeah, very much so. We are looking forward to it because I think through the hard work of the players and the team and everyone at the club, we've put ourselves into this position. We said that we wanted to attack these last 10 games after the split, and we were hoping that we'd get to this point soon, but we know it's going to be a very difficult game today, and we're ready for that, so we want to get that done first and see where that puts us come the end of the 90 minutes.
Rhys, you're coming into this game after a mixed bag of results, it's fair to say. What do you and your players need to do to regain some of that form that's got Pen-y-bont to where you are this season?
I think we've had one weekend, last weekend, where we were not our best. Got to give Carnarvon credit for that. But no, I think more than anything, it's a perfect game for us. There's no pressure on us today in terms of, obviously, we're playing the champions-elect. We've just got to go out and do what we've done every time we've played TNS, is put in a performance, make their life very difficult. It'll be an uncomfortable afternoon for them, I hope, and then maybe we can just swing the result this time as well.
The club and the place is used to winning the trophy. We hadn't won the trophy for the last 2 seasons. We put a huge amount of work and effort in behind the scenes after missing out narrowly last season. And yeah, it will mean a lot to everyone, and we'd certainly celebrate tonight if we can get that done today.
Well, we don't want to spoil the party. We want to create our own party for ourselves, which short term is getting our first win against TNS, and long term is getting into Europe. And obviously at the moment we've got the Welsh Cup as an opportunity, also possibly third and definitely second in the league, which is still open to us. So there's lots of opportunities for us to go and get our own party, which is what we're going to be trying to do.
Rhys, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Gobeithio gewn ni wahoddiad i'r parti hefyd. Anthony Limbrick, llain y blwyddyn ystod fe gyrraedd yma, ebryll blwyddyn diwetha oedd hi. Ni'n gweld y ystadegau fan hyn. 45 o gemau, mae di ennill 35. Beth am hynny?
Mae di gwneud yn wych. Mae di dod i fewn mewn sefyllfa lle oedd y clwb yma, clwb sydd i arfer ennill, a mi oedden nhw'n gweld ti'n anodd. A mae wedi newid pethau i ryw fymryn. Dwi'n meddwl bod nhw yn fwy ffit. Dwi'n meddwl yn feddyliol, mae wedi gorau newid chydig bach, yn enwedig y boes ifanc sydd wedi dod i fewn ac eich cael cwbl o dymor anodd. Ond y peth pwysica, dwi'n meddwl, maen nhw'n cymysgu chwarae dipyn bach mwy, yn lle bod nhw just y Seintiau Newydd sydd yn chwarae meddiant da ac yn adeiladu fyny allan o'r cefn drwy'r amser. Maen nhw'n mynd yn hirach ar y degau, a dyna maen nhw wedi ddysgu o'r 2 dymor yn brwydro yn erbyn Ceicona. Mae'r rhaid fod yn gorfforol hefyd, a dyna di'r dyna lle dwi'n gweld maen nhw wedi gwella cae y bwlch, a dyna pan maen nhw wedi rhedeg i ffwrdd efo'r gyngrair.
Ffitrwydd yn ddiddorol, a dyna sy'n ffactor wrth i ni weld nhw'n ennill gymaint o gemau yn hwyr ac ennill gemau o 1 gol yn unig, achos mae hynny wedi digwydd lot tymor yma.
Yndi, mae ffitrwydd yn chwarae'r rhan. Mae bob rheolwr yn meddwl bod eu tîm nhw'n yn ffit, a mae bob rheolwr yn dod i fewn yn deud na, dydy hyn ddim yn ffit, ond ella bod o'n licio chwarae mewn ffordd chydig bach yn wahanol i Scott Rysgo a bod y ffitrwydd o ran y gêm yna ddim cweit yna. Ond mae hynna wedi datblygu a y goliau hwyr. Yn fwy na ffitrwydd, dwi'n meddwl bod o'n dangos yn feddyliol bod nhw wastad yn teimlo bod y gêm yn mynd i cael ei ennill, hyd yn oed os dyn nhw ddim ar y blaen yn hwyr.
Pan chi'n edrych ar tymor diwetha, ac yr adeg yma tymor diwetha, dim ond triffwynt yn fwy sydd dan nhw tymor yma, ond y gwaniaeth ddewd, sneb yn agos iddyn nhw. Bydd Ceicona yn gyfartal o ran pwyntiau adeg yma tymor diwetha. A dyna yw y peth mawr sydd wedi newid tymor yma?
Ia, yn amlwg, dos o neb yn ambrwydro. Sy'n gallu gwneud pethau'n haws, ond mae hefyd, os o'n i'n ôl blwyddyn, dwi'n meddwl bod bobl yn beirniadu'r Seintiau gormod, yn meddwl mae hein ar chwael, dyn nhw ddim yr un tîm. Mi oedden nhw, jyst bod Ceicona reit yn ei chanol i hefyd, felly maen nhw jyst dal i fynd, 1 gêm ar y tro, yr hen ystrydeb, ond dyna'n union maen nhw'n ei wneud, a maen nhw'n llawn heiddi. Mae jyst yn bechod bod y bwlch mor enfawr.
Ydy y Seintiau yn ben a sgwyddau uwch ben pawb ar hyn o bryd, a fyddan nhw'n Bencampwriaeth pnawn ma. Cwpan Cymru i ddod penwythnos nesaf hefyd, cofiwch am hynny, a werth gweld symbol yma, drychwch ar y glas a'r melyn. Maen nhw wedi newid y lliwiau yn arbennig i nodi'r hyn sy'n digwydd yn Wcrain. Rhywbeth bach yw a mae pob peth bach yn dangos cefnogaeth i'r hyn sy'n digwydd. Ddim mor bell hynny oddi wrtho ni. Dewch i ni gael egwyl fan hyn. Dewch yn ato ni wedi'r egwyl.
Mi wnaethoch chi ei chwalu hi heddiw. Dyna sut I gadw pethau'n lan yn y cefn.
Croeso nôl ato ni, croeso I groes oswallt. Mae'r gore ar y gorore. Pnawn ma, y Seintiau Newydd angen pwynt I gipio'r Bencampwriaeth. Maen nhw bron yno. A fyddwn ni'n gweld hynny yn digwydd yn fyw ar S4C from Pen-y-bont yw'r ymwelwyr. Mae'n ysgrifennu yn Saesneg. Remember, we've got English language commentary. That's on the red button for this game. Pen-y-bont and the new Saints on the field, ready for kick-off. Ewn ni draw at ein tîm sylwebyn ni. Tair Bencampwriaeth ar 10, anlwcus I rai dim i'r Seintiau, achos mae rhif 14 yn agosau. Draw ni felly at Malcolm Allen a Nick Parry.
Good afternoon and welcome to Park Hall in Oswestry, where TNS are just 90 minutes away from picking up their 14th league title in the JD Cymru Premier League. Anthony Limbrick's team are currently 23 points clear at the top of the league, and a point this afternoon would secure the title trophy back to Park Hall after a 2-year stay in D-side. The teams on the screen in front of you at the moment, TNS and Pen-y-bont. Along me this afternoon is Tommy Morgan. Good afternoon, Tom.
Good afternoon, Mark. Good afternoon, everybody. As we see the Saints line up there, Denny keeps his place in the centre midfield. And McManus, obviously a danger man, but for me, the one player that's really caught my eye this season is Jordan Williams on the left-hand side.
Oh, what a speedster, Jordan Williams. Perhaps the quickest in the JD Cymru Premier League.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree there, Mark. And just the one change for Pen-y-bont. Lewis Clutton comes in to the midfield there. And certainly be a busy afternoon for the back four, Miles Davis and Kano in full-backs. Always looking to get forward, but possibly today they'll have to look more to defensive capabilities.
Yeah, a lot of young guns in there, Tom, for Pen-y-bont, and it'll be a big challenge, but there's one of the players who's looking to regain his form at the moment, Leo Smith.
Yeah, certainly started the season on fire, then was unfortunate with injury to lose his place, and Ben Clark took his shirt, and he's never been able to really reclaim it, so big game for him this afternoon. And another player who's caught the eye this season, Nathan Wood, 10 goals and 7 assists this season for the left winger, who's gives a Pen-y-bont a little bit of balance down the left-hand side.
Referee there, Bryn Markham-Jones, one of the top referees now in Cymru Premier League. Rhys Griffiths speaking earlier on, Tom, saying it's almost a free hit. I just look at it the other way. If they could get something, anybody who gets something against TNS in these games, like Flint last week, who were a little bit unfortunate, can almost get you into Europe a win against TNS. That's how big it is, as both teams take the knee. It's Pen-y-bont in their all blue, TNS in their customary green and white Celtic hoops, shall we say. Beautiful sunny day at Park Hall, but the wind could play a big part. A gusty old afternoon, Tommy, shall we say.
Yeah, not the best of afternoons to keep the ball on the deck. But going back to your point, Mark, about Flint, you know, they had their opportunities, didn't they? You don't take them, you don't win matches against the champions.
No,
elect.
Definitely not. Miles Davis will try and arrow a quick throw in. Long throw looking for Sam Snaith. Chris Marriott, who thought was excellent last week, gets in front. Marriott hooks it away, edge of the box. Whitmore gets a shot off. Smith, the break's on for TNS. Chiselvich steaming away. Leo Smith's made a brilliant run into the box. Just above him. And it bounces off Jordan Williams. That's the end-to-end stuff that they can supply. When you're playing TNS and you bomb bodies forward, be ready for that break. Marriott.
Yeah, certainly really good in the transition. The new Saints and Chiselvich there showing his capabilities. He's paced down that right-hand side, and there was a decent cross in. And defensively a little bit shaky there. Pen-y-bont.
Marriott lets out the play as we go through the teams. We have a break in play. Paul Harrison in goals. Danny Davis, Keston Davis, Ryan Astles and Chris Marriott, the back four. Alex Denny, Danny Redmond and Leo Smith in midfield. Jordan Williams, 27-goal Declan McManus centre forward, and Adrian Chiselvich, who made that electric break on the right wing. Pen-y-bont, Ashley Morrison goals, Kane Owen. Miles Davis full-back, Sean McDonald and Dan Jeffries centre-backs, Kai Whitmore, Lewis Harlin and Lewis Clutton in the midfield. Keane Watts one wing, Nathan Wood the other wing, and the big man Sam Snaith will play up top for Pen-y-bont. Always it's a good challenge, Tom, because it's a bit like the young guns of Pen-y-bont against the established league leaders.
Yeah, it's a good challenge for the youngsters this afternoon.
Astles.
And it's a learning period for them as well.
It's Keston Davis back, a long spell out injured. Davis looking to clip one in. Oh, Danny Davis has made a great run on the outside. Watts follows him back. Danny Davis, one of the gallopers in the Cymru Premier. Anthony Limbrick, fine job he's done. He's almost arrived at his celebration day, Tom. Earlier than a lot of us expected, I think.
Yeah, possibly. Obviously, we've bought in to do a job here, and that was to bring the championship trophy back to Park Hall. And he's on the precipice of doing that this season, this afternoon. Just need a point from this game.
Some big games. There's Leo Smith again in shot. A couple of goals could really boost his confidence this afternoon, Tommy. He got in Europe, by the way. I think he scored 4 in 6 games in Europe, and it was big things on the horizon for him this year. But hey, the comeback's on, eh?
And then there was talk as well, you know, that clubs were having a look at him in the Football League. So just shows you in football, you just can't take anything for granted. You don't know what's around the corner.
What I do like about the way Rhys Griffiths sets up at when he does come to Park Hall, he doesn't camp, he doesn't get right in behind the ball, as we can see right in front of us now. They got 4 forwards up top in front of us now, Tom. Sean McDonald, all his experience. Harlin spins out well. It's a tackle from Redmond. Can we just go through this tackle if they show the replay, Tom? And I'll just mention to the viewers that one of the silkiest players they've been watching for the last 10 years at TNS, Ryan Brobble, is out today for 5 yellows. That is unbelievable, how the game has changed.
Yeah, do you know that 5 of his bookings for arguing the referee, Mark?
No.
Not for tackling.
No, not Brobble. Not Brobble.
Certainly will miss his silky skills. I mean, he showed his talent up at Flint last weekend. Played really well.
Good tempo about the game. There's young Lewis Clutton in midfield, ex-Bristol Rovers. When he gets the ball, really travels quickly with it. Williams. Wood gets his team to throw. Good atmosphere around the ground. Title winning day, maybe. Harlin just gets through us. Great pressing. Ankle's gone there big time by the look of it for Harlin. I think he's been clipped.
Yeah, he's struggling, I think.
That would be a big blow. He really pressed him well then. And I think he'd be okay. He looked in trouble, Tom.
Yeah, he's put his arm in the air as if to say, cut me out.
Yeah.
He shrugged that off.
Davis. TNS look like they're playing with a back 3 there. Denny's dropping in at times, Tom. You have Keston Davis. Denny, as Leo Smith fires one into the dugout. Perhaps he was firing at his manager who's left him out the last couple of weeks. Rhys Griffiths, big character in this league over the past 15 years as a player, and he settled well into management and done a great job.
Yeah, certainly brought Pen-y-bont, you know, from the wilderness right into the big time. You know, got 2 or 3 big chances of getting into Europe this season, either through the league or through the Welsh Cup. I'm sure that Bal have got something to say about that, but both clubs will be, I think it's next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Semi-final.
A couple of important results last night as well. Bala defeating Flint 3-2. Chris Venables back amongst the goals, and Newtown a remarkable 4-0 victory over Caernarfon at the Oval, and a brilliant managerial role played by Chris Hughes. He stayed home with COVID and they win 4-0. Is managing as easy as that, Tom?
Seems like it.
Good luck, Chris, if you're listening. We hope you get well soon, but if I was you, I'd have another week off. Edge of the box, Smith gets a shot off. Good save from Morris, good shot from the edge of the box by Smith. Denny, he'll definitely play the holding role. Marriott.
Just afforded a little bit too much room on the edge of the box there, Leo Smith.
I don't know about you, Tom, but there's a good tempo about this game already.
Yeah, it's quite a wide open game, because you said, Mark, Pen-y-bont set up quite open, not camping in and sitting back.
Yeah, I think they'll go to a 5, as they will now. Look again, when they do attack, either one of the wingers, either Keane Watts or Nathan Wood, will drop in as another fullback. It's right in front of us. Redmond, there it is, Marriott, and there it is, Nathan Wood, to drop in as an extra fullback. Smith, Miles Davis. Everybody pressing everybody as much as they can when they get the ball. Keston Davis, a big win behind them, by the way, TNS. Oh, great ball. Wasn't the cultured finish of a centre forward. It was a defender run through on goals, but great football.
Yeah, I think
big chance as well.
Yeah, I think he got caught in two minds there. Little dink by Chislevich into his path and never really got hold of that, did he? Probably would have been better off looking for Jordan Williams, was in the middle there, begging for the ball.
Yeah.
But again, the previous effort then from Leo Smith on the edge of the box. Need to look to close down a little bit sharper, do they?
Yeah, well,
Pen-y-bont from there.
Plenty of games we've seen this year, Tom, when you're playing against with a big wind at your back. I'm just encouraging players to get shots off like Leo Smith did then. Test the goalkeeper. Well done, by the way. Ashley Morris with the save. Offside given. There it is. Rhys Griffiths. This is.
Oh, what a touch from Griffiths.
Yeah, there you are. Not bad at all. I tell you what, Tom, he will show that to himself about 1,000 times.
I don't blame him.
This is what I can't understand sometimes. Kane Owen, who's playing left back, is a great player, but why does he, with Miles Davis at right back, why does he have to travel 40 yards to the right hand side to take the... I just think Miles Davis strikes a ball well.
I have no idea, Mark, to be honest.
Wood gets it out of his feet. It's a shot on target, shall we say. In the stats, that'll be one apiece. Harrison again to Davis. They're dropping off. They're letting Davis have the ball by the look of it. Smith, seen plenty of action so far. Great ball from Smith. What a ball. Jeffries just get there before McManus. Davis puts it on a play. What would they call, Tom? A raker, wasn't it? 70 yards, right on the nail.
Yeah, but really defensively, Mark, you shouldn't be caught up with a ball like that. That travels, like 60 metres.
Keane Watts down with injury on the far side. There is Smith. I think he's... there's that ball.
Yeah, just look at the defender there. Just takes his eye off the ball.
Yeah, he might be a little bit disappointed there, McManus, because that's on the button, by the way. If his touch is just in front of him, he could have been in. Loose touch there.
Yeah.
And Jeffries does well in the end to hook it away.
But McManus, showing that little bit of extra pace there that got him beyond the defender. And it was a last-ditch tackle by Jeffries there to get his team out of trouble.
There's one game this afternoon, Tom, I don't think we would have been talking about for years before, being a relegation encounter. Connors Quay entertained Barry Town in one of the biggest six-pointers we've seen for a long time.
Well, obviously...
Stats in front of you, 70% there, TNS.
The points deduction you know, from Connaskey's really put them in a big problem, and their pressure's definitely on them to win that game this afternoon, to put them within 3 points of the Jenner Park outfit.
What a game. Unbelievable. The substitution looks like it may be major. That's Billy Borge on the sideline. By the look of it, warming up. And Keane Watts.
Keeper's also having some treatment as well, Mark.
Yeah, Ash Morris having a little bit of treatment. Harlan was down with an injury first of all, so...
Because there's Miles Davis coming over to get some instructions from his manager.
Yeah, so disappointing for the youngsters like Watts. He's just come up from the Cymru South at the beginning of the season. Here's Borge. Always puts a shift in for Pen-y-bont. I think he'll definitely go to a back three now, Tom. Yeah, it looks like right in front of us. If you see Borge right-sided centre-back, McDonald centre-back, and Dan Jeffries, and he'll definitely go with wing-backs now. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, I think so, Mark.
Redmond, Williams, not the greatest of first touches. They'll need to restructure, shall we say, Pen-y-bont. Give a mention, I think, again, Tom, for the Welsh rugby team. Good effort last night.
Yeah, certainly a close encounter down at the Principality Stadium. Didn't quite have the finishing power, Wales, to get over the line.
But nevertheless, a fine effort. Yeah, they've gone with the back three in front of us. Kane Owen and Miles Davis will now play as wing-backs. Lewis Harlin, Kai Whitmore as the holders. And it looks like they're still going to try and play three up top. Morris looking for Snaith. Astles goes down with an injury. Achilles, by the look of it, he's caught the back of his Achilles there. Little arm in the back on the way in. Interesting to see how he's done that.
Yeah. He's a powerful player, is Astles.
He's been a big part of their team of regaining this title. If they're going to regain it this afternoon, he's been tremendous.
Well, let's be honest, Mark, they have been really consistent. You know, only one league defeat this season, that was down at Aberystwyth.
Owen looks for Borge with that straight free kick. It's hooked away by Marriott. Owen, plenty of options in front of him. Just stands it up. Free header for Snaith. Clutton. Snaith. Chance here, Wood. Marriott again. Marriott is the old fine wine, I think, Tom, of the TNS defence. Seems to be getting better as he's getting older.
Yeah, I think it's a good sign when you've got plenty of time on the ball, Mark.
Williams
always seems to have plenty of time on that football.
It's a great tackle from Borge, but I think that just goes to show how strong Williams is, and we'll have to excuse the wind from blowing all directions, Tom, if it's interfering with the transmission of the commentating. Marriott. Redmond looks for the switch. Goalkeeper will come collect. It's good collect as well. Done really well there, Ashley Morris. Jeffries, Daniel Jeffries looks for Clutton in the 10 role, gets it off to Whitmore. Just trying to build their attacks now. Davis, bit of ball retention they need. Davis, Wood makes a good run in the channel, and he'll want to drag Astles out.
Yeah, just over around there, Miles Davis. But good approach play from Pen-y-bont there, showing a bit of patience, which you have to against TNS.
Well, Nathan Wood there, if he's going to join Snaith.
Can you spot anybody you know in the crowd, Mark?
Not as yet, but they will have happy faces. I think it may have been...
It's Wayne Phillips, it is.
Wayne Phillips. Williams, Jordan Williams drives inside, almost a 1-2. McDonald makes a good intervention. Smith, who's finding plenty of space. Davis. Smith stands up to the back post. Miles Davis will come away with the ball. The wind is playing havoc at Park Hall. Cardiff Met go to Aberystwyth this afternoon in another tight encounter in the playoff conference. Forge goes to ground again. Whitmore. Redmond. McManus spins his marker well. Oh, great effort from McManus. Yeah, he's placed it over the top, but he spins his man like he's not there, and he's shot with the outside of his boot. So, as we said last week, Harry Kane, like...
Well, he just shows his skill levels there, outside of his foot, twice there, just drifts. I think the wind might have taken that a little bit as well, Mark, but, you know, he's such a lively player in and around the box. Just comes alive, doesn't he?
If that goes in, that's a bit special, by the way. It hasn't gone in. And I think this is longest spell of the season. 3 league games before this without getting a goal. Ashley Morris with the kick. Snaith has to compete all day with Davis and Astles. Marriott away. Williams. Owen. Offside flag against McManus. Well, in terms, Tom, there's almost 20 minutes on the clock, and when you come to TNS, we talk about it every time we're here. Ashley Morris has most probably had to make one real save, and it's not a bad start. Wind at TNS's back, so they've dealt with things quite well so far, and they still try and play.
I think TNS don't like to press all the time, do they? So they've just dropped off a little bit in the last 5-10 minutes.
Whitmore.
And just giving Pen-y-bont plenty of time on the ball to play out from the back.
Forge fires it down the line. Denny. Is Denny the new John Routledge in that holding role?
Do you think so, Mark?
Well, it looks like they're chiseling him out to be that. McManus.
I tell you one thing, I really like John Routledge. He is one terrific player in midfield.
Yeah, he is, and I think that's what.
And if Denny turns out to be half as good as him, he'd be doing a really good job.
Smith gets it wide. Great cross. Nobody on the end of it that time. Wonderful cross by Danny Davis. Mal Davis puts the ball out for a corner. They are them type of crosses what centre forwards thrive on.
It's an invitation for a strike, isn't it? Go and get that. Whipped it across their 6-yard box.
Davis and Astles will be the targets with the corner. Jordan Williams as well. McManus just standing on the toes of goalkeeper Ashley Morris. Just whipped to the near post. Very unlike Adrian Chiselvic. Poor corner from him. Denny. Alex Denny. Marriott. McManus wanted him much earlier then. Marriott looking for Astles. Astles back across the box. Morris and McDonald get there. Astles well closed down by Snaith.
Do you know, as a striker, I've been watching McManus. When he plays against 3 centre-backs, he always places himself in between the centre-backs all the time.
Yeah, you can see right in front of us here, Williams. Chiselvic to take on Borge. Borge just shows Chiselvic the outside and does his job. He don't want to be caught in that right-back spot too often, Billy Borge. Sgorio, Monday evening, 5:30 and 10 o'clock. 9:30 this week. It's a change to the plan, sorry.
It's just for your bedtime, that Mark, changed it.
Yeah.
Just going back to McManus, though, what that does is give the responsibility on one of the centre-backs. You've got to be talking to each other. So if they don't talk, he's in business.
Well, they are playing it with that sort of diamond shape, aren't they? Denny in the holder, look in front of us again. Leo Smith and Redmond either side. And it's Chiselvic playing just behind McManus and Jordan Williams.
to be fair to Pen-y-bont, so far they've been playing really well, but when they get into the top third of the pitch, they're not quite retaining the ball as well as they do when they're playing from the back and into midfield.
That strong wind got anything to do with that, Tom?
Yeah, that's a possibility, Mark, yes. But also you're up against probably the most meanest defence in the league as well.
It is absolutely blowing a gale here. Time of the season when teams from the Cymru South and Cymru North start really gauging their ability to join the Cymru Premier League. Llanwyn Major doing so surprisingly well down in the Cymru South, and Airbus.
Well, Llandudno, they got another win last night against Colwyn Bay, so they're putting the pressure on.
There's Wood making that run again in behind, gets it across, edge of the box. Snaith, can he get a touch?
How is that a foul, Mark?
I just think the referee thinks he's just left a little bit in. You're bound to show it again. It's not a foul for me. There is the Welsh flag blowing.
Yeah, just on the replay, I think. That cross coming into the far post. Snaith heads it back across, but there was nobody really there to capitalise on that.
Paul Harrison.
I think that flag there, Mark, just to emphasise how strong that wind is out there this afternoon.
Well, you would call it a perfect spring day in Wales. Sunshine, a couple of showers, clouds, and a massive wind. Keep Derek Brockway happy anyway, Tom. Harlan back across to Owen. Harlan just retaining the ball. McDonald. There is the table as it stands in front of us. TNS. Streets clear. Just needing a point this afternoon to secure their 14th title. Ballard have upped their game in the last couple of weeks and may be favourites at the moment. Williams gets in behind there. Great run from Williams. McDonald does the sensible thing.
Yeah, he's going to be relying on his experience this afternoon. McDonald in the middle of that back three for Pen-y-bont.
Just in two minds there, whether to go back to the goalkeeper or put it out, and safety was to put the ball behind Marriott. Chizovic goes out for the short. Danny Davis has started to get amongst the goals. He got the winner last weekend at Flint Town on Friday evening. Borge heads away. Davis back to Redmond. Even Lewis Clutton back then, Tom, the flyer of a forward. Sometimes just like to think, just leave him forward, one forward, if he then can get a one-on-one. But the modern trait is to get 11 or 10 outfield players back for corners.
Do you think he'd be pleased, Anthony Limbrick, with the start his team's made, Mark?
Well, I think he'll be pleased at the end of the match once he realises. I think he won a home win, though. I think it's his 17 consecutive home wins. Wood runs. Keston Davis. Keston Davis could be in trouble here. First yellow of the afternoon. No doubt about that.
Yeah, showed a good turn of pace there, did Wood?
Yes, he did. They may have to live on scraps this afternoon, Nathan Wood and Sam Snaith, but he shows a good turn of foot there. He does catch him.
It's quite cynical, actually, Mark, to be honest.
Well, 3 or 4 times he tried to grab him by the hand, and in the end he took him out with his right boot. Puts Pen-y-bont in a decent position. And Kane Owen is in a great position to flash one across here. Harrison not one to usually come and catch crosses. Owen under hits it. Mal Davis. Jeffries heads it back into the middle. Jordan Williams. Whitmore gets the volley off, nothing wrong with that, just over the bar. Enterprising stuff from Pen-y-bont. 26 minutes on the clock. TNS 0, Pen-y-bont 0. TNS requiring 1 point for their 14th JD Cymru Premier title. Currently held by Connacht Key Nomads, who host Barry Town this afternoon. Two players in shot, Chris Marriott and Paul Harrison, could join Aaron Edwards with 10 titles. That's a fantastic record.
No, that's quite unbelievable, really. But it just shows, you know, how consistent those two players have been over the decade.
To keep their place in a team such as this, you are right, Tom. I think it also, you know, just memories of Ryan Giggs. Was it Ryan Giggs with 11 or 12? My God, what a player he must have been.
Well, I bet they wish they had him at Manchester United now. They're as far away as Tottenham from winning the Premier League.
When you genuinely look at players who've got awards like that, they are in the top bracket. Snaith, Whitmore, they've done well the last 5 minutes. Pen-y-bont, they've settled into this game, by the way, and they're starting to take it a bit to TNS. Harlan looks to fire one into Miles Davis. Astles does well under pressure. Marriott.
It's a great little back heel, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad from Chuzovic. I think Clutton could have bought the foul there. Might have been better giving the foul away. Smith again feeding Davis. Owen, back post. Oh, great header, just over the bat. He rose really well there, Chuzovic. Kane Owen's got to stop the cross for me.
I think it's difficult to stop that cross coming in there, Mark. Just good pace, good whip on it. Just got underneath it a little bit there. Davis, you know, you only need half a yard, Mark, to get
as quick as that.
Yeah. Just manipulate the ball, just that little fraction, half a metre, whip it in. Not renowned for his heading abilities, Chiselvich there.
Great effort, by the way.
Yeah, decent header. He said he's just going to get above the ball to head it on target.
Griffiths would be really happy to get in at half-time. There's 13 minutes almost on the clock now. But if he was to get in at half-time, and like I said, I've always interviewed at the start, we'll be happy, you know, just to come and perform well. We've run them close the last 5 or 6 times. They've taken a point off them already this season. A point at this stage of the season, you know how tight the top 5 are below TNS, if you can work that one out, would be a massive point.
Well, in the context of going for that second or third position in the league, you know, it's vital they get something out of the game this afternoon, Mark.
Davis. Smith. Great area again with a cross. I think we did speak about Smith at the start, Tom, and it looks like he's enjoying himself so far this afternoon, playing with a bit of freedom out there. Redmond. Smith again. Wide to Marriott. Morris comes and collects.
Not the best cross from Marriott there. Plenty of height on it.
Harling ghosting past 3 or 4. Oh, well, great tackle. Smith catches him out and he's gone beyond the ball. Then Miles Davis does exactly the same thing. Owen. Oh, what a ball that is, and what a run. Wood with a chance to open the scoring. Oh, what a goal, Nathan Wood. The ball from the fullback was brilliant. The touch was brilliant. The finish was absolute class. TNS 0, Pen-y-bont 1. It's Nathan Wood.
Well, it's a real quality goal, that. I mean, he just looked across the back line there of TNS, looked at his teammate Kano, and he says, "Going to put that through for me there," and he puts it right on the button. Too much pace for Astles, and what an exquisite finish from Nathan Wood. We talked about it before the game, and he didn't. That's an unerring effort, isn't it, by Nathan Wood? No chance of the keeper, absolutely drilled into the back of the net.
And waves to the camera in delight. When you hit them as hard as that, and they're in the corner. There is no goalkeeper in the world who's going to save them. What a goal. Party could be on hold.
Just got on the inside of the full-back, didn't he, there? And the full-back didn't react, but Kane Owen, that was a superb pass by Owen.
The pass was class, but the run, don't forget. 4 or 5 minutes ago, he made this almost the same run, and he was hacked down twice.
The thing is, Mark, though, it just showed to me a little bit of lack of pace in the middle of the defence for GNS.
Wood again. He's one-on-one again with Keston Davis.
Who's on a yellow card, by the way.
Wood. Great ball from Wood. Whitmore gets his team almost the corner, keeps it in play. Is Leo Smith helping him out? Fires it forward. McDonald. Owen.
They've rattled the...
Yeah, well, we did say the last 10 to 15 minutes they started to take a hold on the game. They're not afraid to play. I think they've given freedom to play when they get it. Davis. Borge back inside to McDonald. The experience of McDonald at the back. Harlan's popping up on the ball quite often now. Frustrating the likes of Declan McManus. Borge.
I don't think Anthony Limbrick will be very happy with his players in this first 30 minutes of the game, Mark. They've showed a distinct lack of wanting to work.
How much so, Tom? Have we talked over the years about that ball in the back? It was Kane Owen who delivered it, right? The one in behind the back where a faster forward can get in behind the centre half.
Well,
Here it is.
Yeah.
In he goes on the back.
You've got to remember, right, that Wood has come 30 metres across.
From left wing, yeah.
Yeah. And you're thinking, defensively, hang about, the centre half should have read that, or one of them.
Wonderful, wonderful strike. Type of strike what would deserve to win any game, whether it will or not. New Saints were 1-0 down, by the way, in midweek against Bala. They won the game in the 85th minute or 89th minute with a Chris Marriott strike. But game on here. Harlan is starting to take a lot of the game in midfield, Tom. He's starting to win the battle in there. And he's feeding Wood every time he gets it.
Yeah, definitely having too much space in the middle of that park. There's Harlan.
He's in again. Chance here. Oh, offside flag up. But they're causing problems in behind Danny Davis and Keston Davis. They're firing the ball in there to Nathan Wood.
I think Clutton gets in the way of Kane Owen there, actually. Otherwise, it could well have been. Just look at that, Mark. No, that's not offside for me.
Did you give the free kick for the push? Borge with the header. There's Clutton. Griffiths buzzing inside at the moment. Griffiths. It's a long way to go yet.
When he used to score goals, he used to celebrate, Mark. But when his team scores, he seems not to be too amused.
Smith. McManus looking for the runner. Chizovic just not at the races at the moment. There's Harlan again in midfield. Getting to the ball before Jordan Williams. He's so quick off the mark, Tom.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, a little bit of look at Declan McManus now. He's throwing his arms in the air. Come on, boys. You know, I haven't scored for 3 games. Well, start working a bit, son.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's great for, you know, sometimes you have to admit, Tom, they are red hot favourites. They're going to win the league. But isn't it nice sometimes when everything in football is not so simple and a goal really makes this game a contest now? The expected was the party to be celebrated. Could be a big party for Pen-y-bont were they to collect a 3-point haul here this afternoon.
Well, it's an interesting point by Rhys Griffiths in the interview before the game, Mark, when he said, look, you know, we won't have our own party.
There's another angle of the goal. It's a run.
That's for the one that got disallowed, Mark.
Yeah.
That wasn't offside.
Well, it would have been 2-0 with a Sam Snaith goal. Chudovic. Marriott.
Right, thing is for me, Mark, you're talking about Denny in midfield. Now he's been playing just alongside his two centre-halves. He's got to be pushing up, you know, with the wind at the backs. He's far too far back.
And it just...
He hasn't influenced the game at all. You're talking about Harling. Harling's playing the same role for Pen-y-bont, and he's...
covering the ground.
Yes, he's orchestrating it, and we've seen that goal again.
It is onside. It's miles onside because of Marriott. Marriott kept him onside. Could that be a key point in the deciding score of the fixture, because Snaith did arrive on the back stick. Clutton says, not me, Kane Owen. Who's offside? If I'm lip reading Kane Owen, no one by the look of it. Morris. Snaith importantly keeps competing there.
Probably easier for us, Mark, here. Obviously it is a lot more difficult on the field of play with the wind, playing a few tricks with the ball. But certainly for me, I think TNS have gone into this game this afternoon the wrong mindset.
Fair point, Tom. You know, you've been around in this game long enough to understand that. And I half agree with you. Well, fully agree with you at the moment.
Wow. How many years has that taken?
Too many, Tom, too many. TNS 63. They wouldn't be champions today if it stayed this way. I don't think Colin Caton will be getting too excited. Chance. Don't think he'll think he can catch him. But
do you know, for me, Mark, actually, Pen-y-bont look far more dangerous in the opposing penalty area than the home team has. And again here, you know, poor defending, didn't attack the ball.
Are you saying they're missing Blaine Hudson a lot in there this afternoon then?
Well, I did say...
Maybe the organiser?
Yeah, possibly, but Wood was nearly in there again.
Wood's been tremendous. Yeah, Astel's in the beginning, he had a bit of a bang. Is he feeling anything? No excuses. Because Pen-y-bont are playing really well. You is the main conductor. Harlan again picking up the ball. Clutton. Owen. It's a challenge, that is. Does well. Lob was on then for Borge early. But they're really enjoying themselves, Pen-y-bont. And, Tommy, after 39 minutes, I don't think you could say they don't deserve their lead.
I tell you what, certainly a testing cross that was.
Next week, Six Nations, Wales,
Italy.
It's the last match of the Six Nations, and it'd be great to finish with a good win there. S4C. They're dropping off, by the way, now, Tom. TNS, Clutton, pushing forward, pushing the back.
I think he's offside, is it?
Just trying to work out what he's saying there. The referee. It was a push in the back, but the offside flag must have been given first. Astles, by the way, is still feeling that knock from the, definitely. Borge. Marriott. Great game this afternoon at Park Hall. Denny. Kane Owen. Intercepts again. He's got to feed it early again to Wood. There's the ball. It's Wood against Davis again. Just out of play with his first touch. The pass wasn't on a plate for him.
No, I think actually, to be fair there, Harlingham made a great run in the inside left position, and he was wide open actually for that pass from Kane Owen, but he opted for Wood.
Marriott. Davis, Mal Davis. He stopped Marriott getting forward. Where they put Borge into the back four and played Miles Davis as a high wing back, he stopped Marriott getting into the game at all. Marriott again.
He's definitely struggling, Astles, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he won't come out for the second period.
Denny. Davis.
See today, Mark.
Too slow, this.
Yeah, McManus has been showing himself, but nobody wants to play the ball into his feet.
That's the one in behind Davis. McDonald sees it out. Corner. Just would have been a little bit better defending if he'd have hooked it out for a throw-in then. Next Sunday, Colwyn Bay TNS from Rill, live on Sgorio. And that's the big man, the Colwyn Bay manager, doing a bit of scouting.
Well, he should know quite a bit about his opponents. He was at Flint last Friday evening. Probably was here last Tuesday.
He's doing his homework.
Yeah.
Important part of the game now. A couple of minutes before half-time, swung in. Morris. Free kick given against McManus, maybe on the goalkeeper. McManus is not a happy man at the moment, as his drought continues.
Yeah, I think it was Keston Davis probably with a foul. Yeah, well,
not much of a foul.
No. What constitutes a foul these days? You know, touching the goalkeeper or just looking at him?
42 minutes, almost 43 on the clock. Ashley Morris will take time. A wonderfully taken goal by Nathan Wood. His 5th league goal of the season, his 11th goal in all competitions. Don't think he would have scored a better one than that this season. Morris. Snaith. Snaith is clever at coming in to winning that midfield header, and there's no centre-half going in with him. McDonald, it's a great challenge. Harlan again picking up the loose. Midfield have got nowhere near him at all. Owen. Oh, great play. Wood to Owen again. Owen puts it into the mixer. Snaith! It's 2-0! Beautiful football! Beautiful football from Pen-y-bont. It's the Owen and Wood show, and Snaith finishes it off to give Pen-y-bont a 2-0 lead just a couple of minutes before half-time. Football at its best. TNS 0, Pen-y-bont 2.
Well, actually started deep in their own half. You know, we've seen the final bit here. Great cross from Kane Owen, picks out Snaith. Snaith nobody near him. Free header basically from, you know, a couple of yards out. You won't get an easier goal this season. But a great approach work. But the spade work is done deep in their own half, that, Mark. It's a shame we can't show it all, but, you know, downward header, no chance for the keeper, Harrison, there. And, you know, for me, that's a quality goal and fully deserved as well for Pen-y-bont.
Sam Snaith has topped the goal-scoring charts for Pen-y-bont this season. A lot of people, I think, watching this afternoon will still be shocked. He's been around the league for quite a while, Snaith. He's played for Cardiff Met. He's played for Barry. Still only 21, Tom. Clutton. Miles Davis. Great ball again. There's the big problem all afternoon. Danny Davis at right back, Keston Davis at right side at centre half. There's been a big hole between them all afternoon. And have Pen-y-bont exposed it?
Certainly have. And like you said, they've grown into the game. In the last quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, they've dominated the ball. I'd love to see the statistics of possession.
I think, Tom, we will have a wonderful second half. Don't go away. At half-time, Williams drives inside. Key for Pen-y-bont to keep the score to 0 at half-time. McManus across, flashes it across. Leo Smith gets a shot off, can't get it on target. Walsh does a fine job again there, getting across. Don't underrate just his tracking run there to stay with Smith, the midfielder.
Yeah, Smith tried to sneak in there at the near post. But Snaith, he'll be delighted with that second goal. Well, what was the centre-half doing there, Mark?
Well,
can you tell me?
The 21-year-old.
He ducked out of it. He pulled out of it.
Beats him up when it comes across. We have spoke about Snaith in the past. He's 21 at the moment. And in time, he's no doubt at all that he'll be one of the main centre-forwards in this league. If he stays in this league.
Well, I tell you one thing, Mark. I think he looks fitter and sharper than at any time in his career so far. And obviously, his career is in the infancy at the moment.
How do you handle this, Tom, at half-time now? You're Rhys Griffiths. You're going in. Just keep a lid on things and keep doing as you're doing. Don't get too excited.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's wise enough to know that they're going to have to, defend for their lives in the second period. Everybody seems to be baying each other at the pitch at the moment.
Almost 3-4-3 they're playing, Tom, in front of us. Because, in fact, they went to a back three. Kane Owen is pushed almost into midfield on the left-hand side. So it's almost 3-4-3.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mark, they've been afforded the time and space to do what they like. That's the difference. Miles Davis is playing centre midfield at the moment.
And he's done a job. He's done a good job in there. Owen rattles the ball off to Snaith. Start to stick well from. Can Snaith get the shot off? Snaith inside. Third goal would surely put a massive task, a mountain of a task for TNS. Their brilliant home record.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a problem for the New Saints with their defensive partnership of Astles and Davis. They don't seem to be communicating at all.
One of them.
The wallpaper will be coming off the wall at half time.
Definitely, and somebody in our back four may wield or receive a telling off, or maybe even be dragged off at half time in no uncertain terms. Snaith starting to enjoy himself here. Snaith, Harlan. Redmond has got nowhere near Harlan all the half, and Redmond is one of the better midfielders in this league. It's Rhys Griffiths who leads the field, almost with a smile on his face. A wonderful goal, individual goal from Nathan Wood. A brilliant footballing goal put away by Sam Snaith gives Pen-y-bont a 2-0 lead at half-time. Don't go away, big 45 minutes coming up on Sgorio.
Perfformiad gwych, mi wnaethoch chi selio hi yn y diwedd. Ethych chi dros bob blewen o wair heddiw.
Dath pawb yma i gyroni'r Pencampwyr. Yn ytrach na hynny, ni'n dathlu Pen-y-bont am hanner cynta i'r ymwelwyr. Maen nhw ar y blaen o 2 gol i ddim yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd. Nathan Wood, y Sam Snaith sydd di taro, a dyma'r sgôr. Oedd neb yn disgwyl gweld hyn. Nag o'n i, cofiwch pwynt sydd angen ar y Seintiau Newydd i gipio'r Bencampwriaeth. Maen nhw'n siŵr o fod yn mynd i gipio'r Bencampwriaeth rhywbryd yn yr wythnosau nesaf. Ond ydyn nhw'n mynd i gipio'r Bencampwriaeth pnawn ma Owain Tudur Jones? Dewch chi'n edrych yn syth ar ddigwyddiadau'r hanner cyntaf yna. Ydych chi'n gweld pethau? Ond ydych chi'n gyfforddus, ni'n meddwl. Mater o amser o ran y Seintiau i sgorio, falle?
Ie, dyna oedd y teimlad. O'n i'n gael hefyd yn y pwynt oedd y Seintiau wedi dechrau'n ddigon cry. Leo Smith yng nghanol popeth, Sizlevich yn edrych yn dda iawn hefyd. Ceisio mynd un ffordd efo'r llygyd a wedyn mynd yn ffordd arall yn fanna arbediad da. Dim cweit yn y gornel, a wedyn Keston Davies, yr amddiffynwyr, oedden nhw'n gwneud hediadau ymysodol hefyd, a just methu'r targed, ond mi oedden nhw'n perfformio'n dda. Efallai ddim cweit gan milltir yr awr ar ei gora, ond oedden ni'n gweld gol yn dod gan y Seintiau, bod Morris wedi cael gormod i wneud, ond wedyn nath y gêm newid yn gyfan gwbl, a do'n i ddim yn disgwyl hynna, o'n i'n disgwyl gweld mwy o hyn, ac efallai dyma, nawn ni weld yn yr ail hanner ydy'r Seintiau'n gwthio, ac os gawn ni un pwy a wyr, ond just dim cweit di bod ar ei gorau yn y cwrt cosbi, a maen nhw wedi cael eu cosbi am hynna.
Ie, a ni'n sôn, cyn y gêm, maen nhw wedi bod yn mynd ar ei hôl hi, maen nhw wedi bod yn dangos cymeriad i daro nôl, gen i weld beth ddaw, ond, mae'n rhaid i weld hon eto, Nathan Wood, am ergyd.
Wel, am gol yn de. Brwydr ganol cae, ac yn ar y deg, Pen-y-bont sydd i ennill y frwydr yna, Kane Owen, allan o'i safle yn dod i fewn, a bob dim, amserid y bas, amserid yr hediad, pob dim yn berffaith, ac hefyd oedd o'n benderfynol, a di gwneud i feddwl i fyny'n syth, dwi'n mynd i daro hon, a dwi'n mynd i daro'n galad, a dwi'n mynd i daro'n gynnar. Peidio roed y cyfle i unrhyw un o'r amddiffynwyr ddod yn ôl tuag ato fo. Perffaith.
Ie, mae'n edrych yn well mwyach chi'n gweld i. John Jones oedd yr hogyn pren, Nathan Wood yn gystal mi'n credu, ar ail gol wedyn ni, just fel o'ch chi'n meddwl, oce, ar yr egwyl, lawr, un i ddim, a fi ddwy.
Wel, o'na un arall wedi mynd i fewn wrth gwrs, o mi o'na gam sefyll, ond hon, os oedd pobl yn teimlo bod y cyfle wedi mynd, na, oherwydd unwaith eto, bygythiad ar yr ochr chwith yna, safon y crwysiadau wedi bod yn dda iawn, a wedyn Snaith i gryfder o, yn deud wrth Astles, ei, a i chdi ydy'r boi cryfan y gyngrair tymor yma, fel gwyliau hyn boi, a mae wedi cael ei fwlio fanna i bob pwrpas, ac perfformiad Snaith yn heiddi'r gol.
Ie, a ran Kane Owens, ni'n siarad amdano fe droion, mae fe'n chwarae o'r campus ar y droed chwith. Dylai fod yn dair i ddim, Owen?
Wel, sa ond i gwneud un ddwy, felly bob dim yn cael ei newid wedyn, ond na, penderfyniad cywir yn y pen draw, chwarae teg i'r Llymanwr. Da ni'n gweld y fanna, dim cam sefyll, oedden ni sôn sylwebaeth efo'r symudiad cyntaf, ond jyst yr ail. Clutton yn cael blaen i droed ar y bel. Dwi'n siŵr bod y fflag wedi cael ei chodi fama, ond o'n i anghofio am hyn am eiliad. Cyffyrreg yn Clutton yn golygu oedd, mi oedd Owen yn cam sefyll. Ond oedd felly Snaith yn gwybod fyna gyfle bach arall yn dod mewn chydig funudau.
Byddwn ni'n hoffi bod yn bri ar y wal yn stafell newydd y Seintiau Newydd. Nawr, a maen nhw wedi taro'n ôl yn ddiweddar ar ôl bod i'r holi, ond dim o ddwy i ddim.
Na, yn union, a dyna di'r gwahaniaeth. Mae'r ail gol na yn enfawr, oherwydd mae yna lot o waith i wneud, ond arwydd y cad y gêm, mae pawb wedi dod yma'n disgwyl gweld y Seintiau'n codi'r tlws, oherwydd i record gartre nhw hyd yn un tymor yma. Ond i Pen-y-bont, allan ni ddim anghofio pwysigrwydd y gêm yma iddyn nhw. Pwynt, sa'n yna'n werthfawr iawn i geisio gorffen yr ail safle. Triffwynt, sydd i weld yn bosib iawn ar hyn o bryd, sa hynna werth gymaint i'r clwb.
Ie, oedd Rhys Griffiths yn gweud bod e eisiau parti, wel, maen nhw hanner ffordd yna. Nawr mae'r sylw yn mynd i fod yn troi at y tîm rhyngwladol dros yr wythnosau nesaf, cadarnhad wythnos yma. Mi fydd y gêm rhwng Cymru ac Awstria yn cael ei chwarae wythnos un os iau cyfan yn fyw ar S4C wrth gwrs. Ni'n mynd i glywed gen i'r cymeriadau sydd wedi creu argraff yn un Cymru nesaf. Cofiwch amdano ni o ran gwefannau cymdeithasol Sgorio. Gymaint o stwff gwych yn mynd mas ar hyn o bryd gyda chwaraewyr yngwladol gan gynnwys Sorba Thomas.
Growing up, people used to always tell me big game, big players. And listen, there's a lot of big players in that Wales dressing room, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. Do you know what I mean? To say now, when it comes towards the end of my career, and I can say, yes, I've played with Aaron Ramsey, who's played in the Premier League, scored however many goals. I've played with Gareth Bale, who's won countless amount of Champions Leagues. Do you know what I mean? These are things that people dream of. And to say that I'm part of the squad that could end up going to the World Cup for Wales, listen, we can dream. The Wales fans can dream, because not long ago Wales wouldn't be in a conversation for a World Cup, and now we're 2 games away. These are what dreams are made of, really, and for me, I want to be part of the team that ends up doing it in the end.
Dyna chi Sorba Thomas neu Thomas, fel fi newydd bydyddio fe, mae chwarae Cymru, nhw'n galw fe'n Thomas. Dyma chi y ddrai goch yn erbyn yr eryr. Hwna gyrwch Cymru yn erbyn Awstria yn fyw ar S4C. Ni'n edrych mlaen ac yn hapus bod nhw wedi cadarnhau bod y gêm mlaen nawr, Owen?
Ie, gwneud symud cyffredin dwi'n meddwl i ni o safbwynt Cymru a chwarae'r gêm yna, neu fysa yna chydig bach o lanast yn yr haf o sawl gêm sydd angen cael ei chwarae. Gwneud yn siŵr bod ganddo ni gêm bwysig arall i chwarae mis Mehefin. Dyna sydd yn bwysig allai'n disgwyl ac dwi wedi cael hercan. Sorba Thomas yn fawr iawn, dwi'n meddwl, ddylech chi gael ei wneud, nadol.
Gwliwch y gofod, gen i fel tybyddi. I ni mewn lle da, fel carfan ar hyn o bryd, fi'n gofod cwpl allan. Keith Moore, Tyler Roberts hefyd, o beth am y garfan yn gyffredinol.
Run hen stori, a allan ni sbio ni o ddwy ochr, os na ddigon o chwaraewyr ni yn chwarae'n reolaidd, nag oes. Dyna di'r stori cyn bob un gêm bron a bod. Ond mae'n anffodus bod Ramsey Bale ddim yn chwarae, ond da ni'n gwybod bod nhw'n gallu troi fyny ar unrhyw achlysur mawr i Gymru a perfformio, felly croes i bysedd.
Ie, yn union, a mae'n achlysur mawr, fel ni'n sôn, yn fyw ar S4C, ond ar achlysur yma, fydd ni pan ddewn ni nôl wedi'r egwyl, a fydden nhw'n codi'r cwpan pnawn ma. Wel, mae yna waith i wneud gan y Seintiau Newydd. Bydwch bod yn bell.
Perfformiad i oleo'r lle go iawn. Mi wnaethoch chi orffen hwnna'n wych a chodi'r to.
Croes yn ôl I groes oswallt. Mae'r cwpan yma, ond a fydd y cwpan yn cael I godi. Bydd y dreigiau yn hedfan yn yr awyr i'r Seintiau Newydd pnawn yma. Mae yna waith yn wneud yn yr ail hanner. Dosbarth, cofiwch amdano ni hefyd. Canarfon yn cwrdd ar Fflint, y ras na I sicrhau lle yn Ewrop. Mae mor gystadleuol yn uwch gyngred Cymru JD. Honna yn fyw ar ein gwefannau ni ar Facebook a YouTube. A mae yna eilyddio, fel allwch chi weld, 2 yn dod i'r cae. Ac angen 2 gôl ar y Seintiau Newydd I gael y pwynt sydd I angen I gipio'r Bencampwriaeth. A dyma'r Newydd, wrthyn ni weld Ben Clark yn dod i'r cae. O'n i'n pasio Ben Clark ar y ffordd i'r stadiwm, oedd I gared I torri lawr tu hanner milltir I ffwrdd. Gobeithio bod mewn cyflwr gwell na'i gar. Awn ni nôl i'r pwynt sylwebu. Felly, nôl â ni at Malcolm Allen a Nick Parry.
Danny Davis centre half.
Welcome back to a red-hot Park Hall where the away team Pen-y-bont are 2-0 ahead of the champions-elect TNS. 2 first-half goals from Nathan Wood and Sam Snaith have set up a wonderful second period here. Can TNS seal the title this afternoon, or can Pen-y-bont hold on for 3 points, which would put them right into a fantastic position? There's a substitution there. Ash Baker has come on at half-time.
Yeah, gets ahead to the cross there. Anthony Limbrick, like I said earlier, I think he read the riot act out at half-time, I'm sure, as he's made 2 substitutions.
Yeah, it's Baker and Clark on for Denny and Astles.
Yeah, and Danny Davis moves in to partner Keston Davis at centre-back.
But if they go on a 4, yeah, I think there's 3, Tom. They're playing 3-5-2, you're right. Marriott will be one of the centre-backs. Keston Davis and Danny Davis. Ash Baker is playing as a right wing-back. And Chizelvich will play as a left wing-back. Game on, whatever shape they're playing. Redmond.
Well, they certainly need to start with a bit of tempo, with a bit of intent that they're going to, claw this deficit back.
And if you're looking on it as a Pen-y-bont fan, I think you just want exactly the same as you got in the first period. Keep believing, keep having a go, don't stand off, and believe in your own ability.
Yeah, certainly you have to carry on the same vein as it did in the 15 minutes before the interval, where they absolutely dominated the game, and you don't see that very often at Park or an away team dominating the game.
What I think he's changed, Tom, I think he's put Leo Smith more in the central role. There's Wood. Wood leaving Davis for dead once again. Driving into the box, he's booked once. Will he go on and get it across? Wood. Brilliant pace from Wood. You know what, Tom? He might have been a bit cleverer and accepted the foul again.
Yeah.
Which might have brought a red card.
The one thing he didn't do, though, Mark, he should have cut across him there. If you cut across him there now, then you would have, well...
Invited a penalty?
Invited a yellow card.
Nathan Wood is just this afternoon. There's certain games when you can put yourself into different leagues, and he looks the part, Tom.
Certainly on top of his game this afternoon.
Miles Davis fires the throw in, headed to the back post. Wood, chance, Clutton before Harrison. If he would have been a bit more persistent there, Clutton, he could have got in front of Harrison.
I tell you one thing, Mark, it would not surprise me if Pen-y-bont go on and score again here, because they look absolutely all at sea defensively to the champions-elect. That was half a chance there, and that ball came across the 6-yard box.
There are certain times in football when things just don't work out. Midweek, brilliant, one of the best games of football. I think was the whole football family would agree. Real Madrid and PSG. There was no way, they were in no trouble at all, PSG. A game could be turned on its head at any time. Davis. Back to Harrison. Keston Davis.
Interesting. not many options going forward there for the new Saints. Nobody dropping back into that midfield position to receive the ball.
McManus drops in. But chance here for Clark to make it 2-1. Have to take it first time, surely. McManus, Clark, save from Morris. Well, we could be here all day asking why Clark did not take that first time. Almost an open goal. Harlan heads away. Snaith will challenge strongly against Davis. He's bouncing off Davis every time he's going in with him. Wood is freed up again. Wood. He's got to take Redmond on. He's got the position right now. Shouldn't have slowed it up. Wood.
A little bit of overconfidence there, Mark, I think.
I've watched Nathan Wood so many times, and when he don't think about it and he just goes at people with his pace, he's a much better player. Not too many touches. Miles Davis. Borge. This is what Pen-y-bont need now to start their second half properly. A bit of ball retention.
Yeah, they just need to keep their shape, Mark. Keep playing through that midfield.
Because there's shape in front of us looking at TNS. They pile 4 forward. Leo Smith's pushed on to Dan Jeffries. Danny Davis bombing down the right-hand side. That'll happen plenty of times. But it'll leave a gap in behind again for Nathan Wood.
But that was a gilt-edged opportunity earlier, though, for Ben Clark, who's so adept at getting those goals from midfield.
That could have been a game-changer as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, right at the start of the second period.
Jordan Williams drove across Marriott. Chance for Marriott on the edge of the box. It's only a point. They need to wrap the title up. In it goes. Smith with the overhead. McManus. Top of the bar with the overhead. Double overhead. There'll be chances aplenty in the next 40 minutes.
Yeah, they're piling bodies forward there, Mark. They had 5 players in the penalty area. The new Saints there. And a lovely little dink into the penalty area there. And the audacious overhead kick there from McManus nearly brings them back into this game. And he's seen the earlier opportunity there for Clark there. Should have buried that one.
Morris, Snaith again causing problems. Whitmore with the second. Clutton gets it wide to Wood. He was off his line. Strong tackle from Redmond, goes straight through Wood.
Pleading his innocence, but he's never going to get away with that.
And this is Kane Owen territory. Oh, definite foul.
Yeah,
straight through him.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't know what he's trying to argue there.
Straight through him.
Nowhere near the ball.
Kane Owen, Nathan Wood. Nathan Wood's goal was not far from this distance, by the way.
I'd be surprised if Harrison gets beaten from that kind of distance, Mark, to be honest.
Confidence, so Tom, sometimes makes you take it on. I would take it on now, definitely. Wind at the back. Wood, he has the ability. There's no doubt Owen has the ability. And off a short run up. Ball in. There's the ability. I think Harrison's made a bit of a meal of that, by the way, but he's asked a question, and that's all you're asking him to do.
Yeah. It's a decent effort from Kane Owen there. Whipped it. I think that had been left or right to the keeper. He might have struggled and I might have been caught out wrong, Mark.
Third goal would surely seal matters for Pen-y-bont.
I'm not too sure, Mark. You know, if TNS get one back, you know yourself. You've gone in loads of times at half time.
Headed away. Harlan. Back to Clutton. Clutton picks out Owen. Borge. Owen. Davis. Great ball, Davis. McDonald just straight offside.
I thought McDonald read that situation a little bit better there. Loads of experience. Gets caught a couple of yards offside there.
Griffiths is well aware, Tom, that without the ball they win this game also as well now, Pen-y-bont. Everybody's got to track everything he's planned. And that's what Nathan Wood just did. Track back 30 or 40 yards to get in front of Danny Davis. Clark being pressed by Whitmore. Clutton's following Redmond.
The danger is always, Mark, you just drop off too far, don't you? And it's happening a little bit now. He travelled 15, 20 metres there. Keston Davis with the ball. Nobody put him under any pressure. McManus is getting into the game now.
Whip to the back post. Chance on the edge of the box. McManus, can he get a shot off? It's not his greatest. Wide of the target.
I think that play there, Mark, showed exactly what's happening a little bit. It's a mental game, I think, for Justine. Yeah, this effort from McManus, a team effort in the end. But Pen-y-bont just drifted backwards there, and they were able to play through. McManus, for the first time in the game, started to show, gets the ball, plays it wide, gets in the box. So
big job for Sean McDonald and Dan Jeffries to keep organising his defence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Push out, keep your lines right, keep your distances right. Williams, Owen, putting it into midfield. Jeffries, Clark. Great ball across the front. Borge just gets enough on it, and Moyle Davis puts it out of play.
Next 5-10 minutes is key for me. Keep that door shut.
Smith. Marriott. Clutton. It's great play from Clutton there. Marriott tries to body check him away, but the youngster stands strong. It's been a long time since TNS were upset at their Park Hall venue. Clutton could be key in the second half if he could just carry that ball distances forward. It's kept exactly the same shape as the first period.
Yeah, just seeing that just clips the top of the crossbar there. Great ever see him behind the goal. He can conjure something from nothing. Can McManus, that's for sure.
And when Astles is on the pitch, he's on the ball, no Keston Davis. Astles, he'll throw in a ball, a big diag, and usually pick people out. He'll try it. A bit the same with Stephen Evans and Pick Baker used to do for TNS 10 to 15 years ago. Always looking for that forward ball to open defences up. But the tempo of the game will suit Pen-y-bont at the moment. They're 2-0 ahead. They're searching for their first ever win, as Jeffries just drops one in behind. Marriott spreads it wide to Davis, Danny Davis. Keston Davis. They're just backing off every time they're giving the ball to Davis. They're just backing off. McDonald. Whitmore. Great challenge, Whitmore. Great challenge, McManus. Harlan just lays it off to McDonald. Wood. Everything Nathan Wood is touching is going right, Tom.
Looks as if I think they're going to bring on Liam Walsh, actually, Pen-y-bont. Certainly getting stripped underneath us.
Yeah, well, for me, that would have to be an injury, because at present I would not be touching this team. I'd be letting them play out. The goalkeeper, Morris, in the second period hasn't really had to make a save since Daniel Clark didn't take on his chance. There's Mike Harris, dressed for the occasion. You'll believe they could turn it around in the next half an hour. They've done it plenty of times before. That's what champions are all about, but it's a big challenge.
Well, they don't need to win the game, do they, to clinch the championship? So 2 goals will do for them.
Davis fires one in. McManus is looking for work, looking for a lot more work now. Smith. Great ball in. Defenders doing really well there.
Well, they never pushed that many men forward in the first period, Mark. Again, 4 players, attacking players in the box for Anthony Limbrick's team.
Chris Marriott comes across. Interesting to see the setup in there with the man markers. Jeffries, it is think following McManus. It's got to be whipped across the front and it goes back post. Jeffries with a header. Morris would be favourite. Morris collects. Does a fine job there.
Has he hurt his...
Yeah, that's all the experience in the world from Ashley Morris. You're 2-0 ahead against the champions elect. They're itching to get a goal back. You go and collect a good cross. Not the greatest of landings. I think I'll have a minute out. You can write the script, Tom. I think he, same sort of injury, by the way, as he did in the first period. His ankle, no doubt.
We all said just now, Mark, you just said that he wasn't injured. He's doing a... buying a bit of time.
I have to agree, I will call it an experienced goalkeeping injury, which I'm sure, if they still keep it at 2-0, Ashley will agree with at the end.
Absolutely.
I hope you're not losing arguments at home again, Tom, when you come into work looking for arguments.
I'm not looking for an argument. You made a comment and I just questioned it.
TNS. All over the park, having conversations. Pen-y-bont. The South African Lions from Johannesburg play Cardiff tomorrow. Rugby on S4C, 1:50. Great entertainment once again on S4C.
Yeah, looks as if Walsh is definitely coming on, Mark.
I just don't see the move. Which one is going to be? It's 2. 2 for 19. So the 19 is Clutton. I just think he was doing a good job, Clutton, for the simple reason we have not seen Danny Redmond get on the ball at all, and he's playing in that 10 role. So this is very interesting. Clutton, it's a smart job done. He can feel disappointing coming off there. He's only 19, 20 years of age, playing in a big game like this, but didn't put a foot wrong all afternoon.
No, surprising change there.
In front of us, Tom, in midfield, Whitmore has gone with Clark now. Harlan is with Leo Smith.
Do you think they've gone man for man?
They well could have. It's worked so far this afternoon, but I just thought Clutton was filling that 10 role in well. The TNS crowd getting excited, where Pen-y-bont taking their time with the throw-in. Miles Davis has a long throw in his armoury. Back inside. It's the first time Clutton went off, and that's the first time Redmond got on the ball. Redmond. It's a great ball. Jordan Williams. Ball across from McManus. Doesn't quite get there. But again, Tom, for me, Clutton was occupying Daniel Redmond, and since he's gone off, Redmond has picked out 2 passes, which is interesting.
I think Miles Davis and Board got in each other's way there. Jordan Williams, another delightful ball into the 6-yard box. McManus, looking for his 28th goal of the season there. Just couldn't get the end of it.
I think they're playing Walsh almost as a front runner. Snaith. Walsh is at the top alongside Nathan Wood. I think they've gone 5-2-3 almost. Davis leaves one in on Chiselvich. Marriott getting a bit desperate there. Redmond.
You got plenty of time, Mark.
Clark threads one through. Smith surrounded by players. Whipped across the front. Chance. Clark again gets a shot off. Oh, right through the legs of Ashley Morris when you didn't need one at all. Morris has been so dependable all season.
I think he's just got a little bit
balance the wrong side.
Yeah. But, you know, Clark has plenty of time there to turn, and he'll be disappointed he's let that one in. I mean, there's an intelligent cross there from Ash Baker, but really a goalkeeper should be just picking that up. He turned reasonably well on the ball, did Ben Clark there, but
64 minutes on the clock. It's TNS 1, Pen-y-bont 2. Title back on, game back on, don't go away. We have a brilliant half hour left. Snaith, every challenge is starting to count now. Borge goes through. Snaith trying to press Davis. Whitmore. Redmond again now in that holding role in front of the defence, getting on every ball. You can see him in front of us, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Can't disagree with you there, Mark.
Marriott. How a goal can alter a game of football. Unfortunate for Ashley Morris. Clark with his second opportunity of the half didn't really strike it well. Could be a big goal, could be a title winning goal.
Yeah, just seen him turning there and
And he's been playing a long time, Ashley Morris. That'll hurt him. He's been so dependable, brilliant goalkeeper over his career.
Yeah, certainly been a very consistent custodian as Ashley Morris. Putlanethi, Bala, now for Pen-y-bont.
Every ball now being contested. Walsh with the header, he'll get the free kick there. Davis smashes, he's already booked. And I'll tell you what, his hands are up. That is a big chance of another card. Rhys Griffiths is down below the dugout, and he is, I definitely have to agree with him. Davis.
Oh, he elbows him
the
right
elbow,
in the back, yeah.
right in the back of the head. That's a second yellow all day long.
Very, very fortunate there, Keston Davis.
Yeah, Griffiths, 100% right. They're big decisions which change games.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark.
I don't think that was the most difficult decision in the world to make either.
No, and, you know, the thing is, the referee, Bryn Malcolm Jones, he flashes all yellow cards pretty quickly, doesn't he, normally?
Well, he's had a great game this afternoon. I'm surprised for him not to give that. Could be a game changer. He's just walking past Nathan Wood now, and Nathan Wood's asking him the same question. Just had a little bit of the wind taken out their sails here, Pen-y-bont, so they have to dig back in. Harlan, Whitmore. Harlan gets it wide. Out of play.
Just their ball retention's not quite as good in the second period as it was in the first half, Mark.
They had the chance, like we said, in the second period to go 3 ahead. They were pressing, putting Harrison under pressure. Clark. They've lost their way in midfield with the change. Harlan will take a yellow. No doubt at all. Marriott trying to pinch 5 or 10 yards.
Yeah, Clark, you know, he's made a big difference actually coming on, because in the first half, Mark, Denny was so deep, he never created any problems,
pace.
And now the difference is Ben Clark's come on in the centre midfield and he's having a go, he's running at them, he's getting in the box, with something Denny never did in the first period.
Chiselvich and Marriott will be looking for the back post, and Keston Davis. Borge gets there before Davis. Snaith. Wood, he's on now. Wood, has he got the ability to run away from Danny Davis? Wood. Davis is a different proposition of pace. Had he not been there, Wood may have been in again. Dan Jeffries hoops it away. They've got to keep that outlet. They've got to keep the Nathan Wood outlet, Tom.
Yeah, Snaith's got to play his part as well by holding that ball up and showing.
68 minutes on the clock. There's Limbrick.
You wouldn't bet against an equaliser now, would you, Mark?
Well, that's just the way TNS are. That's why they're winning the league by 23 points. Pen-y-bont now have to dig in, start, using their experience in their areas. Walsh with a header. Clark, McDonald heads away. McManus gets a touch, second touch. Owen back to his goalkeeper, and Morris clears. Everything seems a little bit more difficult now for Pen-y-bont. Yeah. There's a spare man in midfield since the substitution. Is Clark now. Smith on the edge of the box. Smith. Redmond. Does he get the shot off? Whitmore. Great tackle, Whitmore. McManus. Yeah. Just a little bit too erratic in the tackle.
He's a good competitor, is Whitmore.
Yeah, definitely. And Redmond has the cheek to ask for a yellow for him after the elbow just now. It's in a good area. Marriott rattled one in Tuesday evening or Wednesday evening from about 25 yards against Bala. Just a little bit distant. McManus. Marriott fancies this. Marriott straight into the goalkeeper. Morris will be pleased to collect. Morris. Walsh competes against Marriott. Davis. Jordan Williams. It's had a quiet afternoon, Jordan Williams.
Thing is, Mark, they look a lot sharper now. The TNS players, they're really working harder than they did in this first period.
Yes,
every player's looking for the ball now. They've got that goal back as well.
Yeah, but sometimes again, we always make our views clear, Tommy. When we're doing the commentating, we have to, explain to the viewers that Pen-y-bont have most probably travelled 3 hours for a 1:45 kick-off, and it does count.
Kick-off, yeah.
It does count. It takes. Jordan Williams gets a yellow card. Owen. 71 minutes on the clock. It's almost been played like a cup semi-final, which both teams are involved in next weekend, where TNS host Colwyn Bay and Pen-y-bont. Nathan Wood getting there before Marriott again. What a flick from Wood. He has support in there with Walsh. Wood, chance for Snaith. Does he take it early? Snaith with the second. Snaith. Brilliant touch from Nathan Wood.
Yeah, but Snaith, he had more time there than he thought he had. Could really have taken that second opportunity.
Davis, that's tremendous defending. It looked like he rolled that out. This will be interesting. See the replay on this. I think it rolled out. Oh, what a touch from Nathan Wood. He really has come of age this afternoon.
Yeah, he picks his head up as well. Picks out Snaith.
2 minds there, Snaith.
Yeah, for the second one, he could have composed himself a little bit there and got a decent effort rather than a tame one.
Chizovic. Back post corner. Snaith has to be very, very careful. Double handful there of Keston Davis. I think Rhys Griffiths will be pleased there's no VAR. There it is. Double handful of him.
Yeah. So if you were the referee, Mark, you would have given a penalty there?
Could do. Yeah, could do. It's whether that's what Limbrick's saying. But does Keston Davis link him first?
Well,
it's a different game down, Tom. Owen, they still have the threat of Nathan Wood on the break. That's why I think Danny Davis will be key as the afternoon goes on. Davis.
Would you mean having him as a last defender?
Oh, I would have him all over Nathan Wood now and let everybody else play. Great tempo about the game. I hope the viewers are enjoying it as much as we are here at Park Hall. There's Limbrick in a rush
to get on with it. Yeah, he's been definitely the danger man for the Blues of Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, there was a lot more bodies. He's tugging him from behind there, Davis as well. Danny Davis. Borge, great header from Borge. Electric skill. Snaith, can he square it? Snaith. Goal kick.
I think Davis is really struggling defensively, isn't he?
Yes,
Davis.
He has all afternoon.
Yeah.
He has all afternoon. To be fair to him, he's been out for a long time and he's come back from a bad injury. And when you're coming into games when the heat is on like this,
and he lost his partner, you know, Astles as well, and got an early yellow card, so all in all he's doing quite well to stay on the pitch.
Smith launches it forward. Morris collects. Jeffries, Kane Owen is shouting across the mile. Davis, stay as a 4. You must stay as a 4. Snaith. Keston Davis with a header. McDonald, I think, has gone into a holding role in midfield to pick up Daniel Clark in front of us.
Looks there, they've changed things around a little bit.
McDonald is marking Clark.
And Borge and Jeffries in the middle of the back 4 for them now. Like you said, Mark,
Redmond. Nobody picking up Redmond again. Smith. What a block that is. Smith, he had to take it early. Smith, back across the goal. It's an own goal. It looks like an own goal from Lewis Harlan. They forced the equaliser. That could be the goal that seals the title for TNS. They will win the title. It's all about when they will win the title. I'm sure they'll want to still go on to win this one this afternoon.
Yeah, was it Harlan?
I think it's Harlan who just bundles it over at the end. There's Harris.
Yeah, but it's the work actually from Leo Smith. I set it up. Just seeing it again. Again, Redmond
by yourself
into space. Well, he wasn't picking up Ben Clark there. A couple of efforts. And comes across. That's an own goal, I think, from Lewis Harlan there. Again, too much room at the edge of the box.
Miles Davis runs it across, comes back across, just hits Allen, I think, off the post. Runs it into the corner. It's 2 apiece. How the game can change. It's why champions are champions. They plug on when they're behind. It's 2-2 at present.
Yeah, they've clawed themselves back into it, haven't they? I think the substitutions, to be fair to Limbrick, at half-time have worked. Change of shape as well.
For me, Clutton was doing a great job on Redmond, and Redmond has opened the game up from the base of the TNS midfield since. And that would be a big call. Rhys Griffiths has guided his team brilliantly this season. And to come and compete in a game like this, I think they deserve a point this afternoon, by the way. That's the table at present. Title winning TNS. Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds will come on and play his part for the last 13 minutes. Snaith. They still have it.
It's not over, Mark.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Somebody, Wrexham fan there, enjoying himself. They're having a great run at the moment.
Yeah, got in the semi-final of the Cup last night, didn't they, with a great win away at Notts County. So,
Kai Whitmore. He's done well. As we said, he left Ammanford only a couple of months ago. He's adapted well. He's put in a good performance again this afternoon. Reynolds, can he come and steady the ship for Pen-y-bont? They just come the body language a little bit in front of us, of the couple of youngsters now with Pen-y-bont. They've got to lift themselves. They've got to realise how good a point to be here this afternoon, even though victory was within their grasp.
yeah, but they've still got something out of the game, Mark, if they keep this scoreline.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a brilliant point for them. A defeat would be a big blow, by the way.
Yeah, especially, you know, with the Welsh Cup semi-final on the horizon next week. Especially after being, you know, 2-0 up in this game and looking really good value for money at the interval, that's for sure.
Marriott. There is a reminder of the Welsh Cup semi-finals at Pen-y-bont and Bala. That will be a great game next Friday evening now. Two teams
with a couple of points of each other, Mark.
Oh, it'll be a fantastic game. Looking forward to that already. Maybe a bit fuzzy though, Tom, after the Cheltenham Gold Cup.
Got any tips for me?
Yeah, don't bet.
That's the one then.
Because I bet Pen-y-bont at half-time, you know you're not allowed to bet. We'll reiterate that. We're not allowed to bet. Danny Davis. I've seen TNS, Tom, win the league here, I would say, in my Sgorio, even in the years with Sgorio, and as a player over 20 years. And I will tell you this now, that if they get a 3-2 victory here this afternoon, this will be one of the most enjoyable days in TNS's history, to win it in this way. If they were to get a third goal, it doesn't happen often, but the roof will come off this place.
Yeah, certainly in the second half they've been good value for the 2 goals they've scored, and they look as if they've got more in their locker as well. You're too sure sometimes, you know, when you change shape 3 or 4 times in the game, Mark, doesn't always work.
Chizovic will put this under the bar. Great ball in. Chance. It's 3-2. It's Ash Baker. The roof is coming off at TNS. Baker seals the deal. The title's on the way to Oswestry. Chizovic the corner. Baker finishes it off. TNS 3, Pen-y-bont 2. Champions elect are almost champions.
Well, awful defending here. That's a free header from 3 yards out. Simplicity personified there. Just runs across his defender, and that's just an easy goal, isn't it?
Yeah, again, if you're saying 3 yards out, you know,
keeper should have come for it.
Yeah, 6 yard box. Yeah. Come on.
I don't disagree with you there.
Limbrick punches the air.
That's poor defending, isn't it?
Just gets in front, and how the game changes in football. Owen. Pen-y-bont now have to scrap their way to try and get a point. It can be a cruel game at times. It can be a wonderful game when you're winning. Tactically, the game changed 3 or 4 times this afternoon. Reynolds. Harlan. Owen. Redmond. Harrison. Yeah, you get the free kick for a high kick. Yeah, fair dues to Kane Owen. Shakes Baker's hand.
You probably didn't see him coming from over his left-hand shoulder there.
The ribbons will be getting tied on the title trophy. You can't see him not getting the point now, Tom.
No, you just can't see where Pen-y-bont are going to get the goals from to win this game.
Andy Morrison's Connors Key Nomads, champions for the last 2 years. They have their own games to play now, but it's TNS who are back in the forefront of Welsh domestic football. Wood. Tell you what, Tom, I'd like to see a 90. After watching this today, I'd like to see a full 90-minute battle between Nathan Wood and Danny Davis. That would be, you know, that would be a quick-paced contest between them two. Wood's impressed. Borge wins the header against Williams. Harlan. McDonald. Walsh has struggled getting into the game. I think he's sort of brought on in the end to stop Marriott getting forward.
Yeah,
but it freed up Redmond. McDonald with the header.
Yeah, taking Clutton off, could well have been a mistake. And then as soon as he brought McDonald into midfield, they scored.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that will be brought up, Tom. And I know Rhys Griffiths will go to town on it, and I don't blame him at all. Listen, you're passionate when you're a manager. Keston Davis's challenge on a yellow card at 2-1
could have been a game changer. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. You're talking about fine margins here.
Borge, Reynolds, Smith, Redmond again dictating now with the midfield. Chiselvich. He cuts across. Can he get his shot off? Chiselvich. Clark makes a wrong run. Miles Davis goes to the ground. He'll get the free kick. McManus, more than anybody, would want to get a goal to celebrate his title win.
I think the biggest difference about it, Redmond, Clark and Smith have run the midfield in the second period, and all those little changes Rhys Griffiths have tactically made haven't really worked for them. They've bossed it all through the second half.
Maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes, yeah, first half, until the Clutton decision. They have to pick themselves up now, Pen-y-bont. They got 8 games to go. On the form that they showed in the first 45 minutes, there's no reason where they can go and win 5 or 6 of them and force their way into third spot.
Yeah.
There's nothing between the top 6 teams apart from TNS.
Thing is, Mark, Bala could well have got the equaliser here last Wednesday evening, hit the post in the last minute, so nothing to say that Rhys Griffiths' players can't get something from this game now.
Kane Owen, everybody up except for Miles Davis, has to put it on that 12-yard spot. Harrison doesn't usually come to collect. Ask him a question. Great ball in. Jeffries just gets too much on the header.
Yeah, it's good delivery actually from Kane Owen there. He's just got, said Mark there, hit the nail on the head, just got too much on it there.
Louis Robles. I'd like to break his stat, amazing stat on Louis Robles this season. Jordan Williams coming off. No goals for Louis Robles in 23 league games.
Oh, you surprised me there, Mark.
Like, he's a sharp player as well, Robles. He's a big match player. When he was playing for Ballard, he came to the... and he played well in Europe as well. But they are just into that comfort zone now, TNS. Whichever way you look at it, they're only 3-2 ahead. But then in the last 4 minutes, or 4 minutes away from lifting the title. And to be perfectly honest, Tom, they haven't eased their way. It's an untidy 3-2 win, if you understand what I'm saying. Nothing's untidy when you do get the victory, but it hasn't been top draw, spinning the ball around everywhere.
No, they haven't. Definitely haven't.
A couple of scrambled goals.
Definitely haven't been at the best.
Snaith hooks it forward. Equaliser, could it be? Marriott gets the block onto Reynolds. Chiselvich. Baker inside. Clark. Harlin. Played it well, Pen-y-bont. Clark. Borge will look for Davis. Davis has to get it forward as quick as possible now. Not a bad ball if Snaith can get there first. Snaith, chance for Snaith. Great save from Harrison. Tried to put in the top corner, Snaith.
Excellent skills from Snaith there.
Yeah, they're so worth a point on the afternoon, I think.
Just again, Keston Davis struggling. Good first touch, second touch. Brings out a great save from keeper there.
Just too close to Paul Harrison. Owen, Pen-y-bont, looking for that point on the road, which will help their charge towards Europe. Owen stands up to the back post. Snaith waiting. Jeffries still there. Borge knocks it back in. Jeffries, chance. It's 3 apiece. Could be what they deserve, this Walsh, Liam Walsh. Overhead kick. Football sometimes gives you back what you deserve. And if any team deserves a point on the day, for me it's Pen-y-bont. TNS 3, Pen-y-bont 3. Liam Walsh the substitute.
Well, a little bit of head tennis. Initial ball, corner gets cleared. Second ball in from Kane Owens on the button. Boards, I think, of the first header. Then it was a bit of, as I said, head tennis. And then the overhead kick.
Good finish.
Great finish from the substitute, Liam Walsh. Again, they haven't got that big physical presence in Astl's. And they just missed him there. And it's a great little finish, little dink there.
It's a great finish from Walsh. Take the Nathan Wood goal out of the equation. It hasn't been, well, and the Sam Snaith goal was a great footballing goal, but they've all been sort of goal scrambles, Tom.
Yeah, but
they've led to an afternoon's entertainment of the highest.
Oh, it's been a cracking game from start to finish, and it hasn't quite finished yet, so
everybody looking at the fourth official, Pen-y-bont, hoping he doesn't say too much.
Probably he'll say about 5 minutes, I think, Mark.
Well, there's been 6 substitutions, I think, which usually means 3. 3 minutes is the fourth official's verdict. Can Pen-y-bont hold on for a well-deserved point? Can TNS make it another home win? Title looks to be in the bag. Harlan hooks it clear. Reynolds, Snaith, Harlan, Moyle Davis. Just want to settle, keep passing it. Nathan Wood could be in again here. Wood against Davis. Could have gone to ground then, Wood. Yeah, Davis, McDonald, Harlan. Seeking the winner. Pen-y-bont, give them credit.
Yeah, they're controlling the game. Well, they're controlling that football at the moment.
Jeffries, Borge, McDonald wants it. Snaith should just offer them that diag. That's the ball. Snaith will win the first. There it is, Snaith. Danny Davis again getting it in before anybody from Pen-y-bont.
When Snaith lays that off, you just want your midfield player there. Reynolds didn't quite read it, did he?
McManus more than anybody wants this winner. Still, 2 minutes is a long time in football when you're clinging on to something. Louis Robles gets forward. Jeffries standing him up. Smith. Marriott drives inside. Back to Harrison. I suppose a neutral would say 3-3 will be a fair result, Tom. Borge, will he let that run out of play? It'll do his team a favour. Borge does well, Borge. Uses his shoulder and sends it out of play. Ash Morris, I think, will be more pleased than anybody than his team. Well, didn't have him in the equation. Malcolm couldn't have been watching Nathan Wood this afternoon. Davis with a header. Flicks it forward. Jeffries. The long ball forward. McManus gets after it. Morris. Time up on the clock. Referee looks at his clock.
Still 20 seconds, Mark.
Owen fires one into Snaith, headed away. Harlan will pick up the loose ball. Wood again, last chance saloon for Pen-y-bont to get the winner. Wood, Owen's gone forward, he's onside. Oh, he should have delivered. Final whistle at Park Hall. TNS 3, Pen-y-bont 3, a wonderful game on Sgorio. Congratulations to TNS on winning their 14th JD Cymru Premier League title. Red Button will stay involved. We will be back on later in about 5 to 10 minutes time, hopefully not that long, for the celebrations for TNS. But the final result of the 90 minutes from Mark Jones and Tommy Morgan: TNS 3, Pen-y-bont 3. We will be back for the presentation.
Anthony Limbrick, TNS, Cymru Premier champions for 2022. That doesn't sound too bad, does it?
No, look, it sounds good. I mean, we knew we needed to improve from last season. We come second last season, and the pressure on is here to win the league every single season. And I'm sure it was probably an entertaining game, a game where we were far from our best, by the way. But look, I just think 2-0 down half-time, great character to come back into it. We're disappointed to concede the goal at the end, but look, we deserve to be in the position we're in because the table doesn't lie. I said last season when we came second that whoever finishes top deserves it, and we deserve it this year. So very proud of the players, the staff, and everyone involved. So
I wanted to ask you, because this week you've showed tremendous character twice. You've come from behind twice to go on and win the games. We've seen almost a different side to your players this week.
Well, yeah, I think that we've shown that really, if I'm honest, all season. I think we've been excellent with our desire, our determination, our character, the way the players have worked hard, and they put themselves in that position. I think the first half against Flint, seeing that game through in the first half was important. And I think you have to do that if you want to be champions, and we've certainly shown that, probably that uglier side and grinding wins out and getting the result done today.
Anthony, you're very cool at the moment, but I know you'll be celebrating tonight. Huge congratulations.
Yeah, we most certainly will. Thank you.
Anthony Limbrick yn ddyn hapus iawn. Llongyfarchiadau mawr iddo fe a'i dîm y Seintiau Newydd. Pwynt oedd ei angen, ond hwnna ddim yn dweud y stori i gyd. Maen nhw wedi cipio pwynt am gêm. Cyfo Pen-y-bont di profi pwynt hefyd. 3 gôl yr un i'r sgôr terfynol. Dewch nôl ato ni wedi'r egwyl. Mae yna gwpan i'w godi fan hyn. Dewch nôl ato ni yn y man.
Perfformiad gwych. Mi wnaethoch chi selio hi yn y diwedd. Mi wnaethoch chi orffen hwnna'n wych a chodi'r to.
Tair gol yn yr ail hanner Seintiau Newydd yn sicrhau'r gêm gyfartal sy'n sicrhau'r pwynt sydd wedi sicrhau'r Bencampwriaeth. Ddim y goliau gorau welwch chi erioed gan y tîm yma. Dyn nhw'n poeni dim am hynny. Dyn nhw'n poeni chwaith bod nhw wedi ildio tair achos nhw yw'r Bencampwyr. Ychwanegwch hynny i weddill gemer penwythnos. Mae'r pwynt dan ni'n pwysig o ran Pen-y-bont hefyd. Cofiwch gemer pnawn di dechrau o ran rheini yn yr hanner gwaelod hefyd. Ond dyma ni, does neb yn gallu dal nhw bellach. A Seintiau Newydd yw'r Bencampwyr. A dim yr un hen stori, achos maen nhw wedi gorffen y 2 dymor diwetha yn waglaw, a maen nhw ar fin cael ei dwylo ar y cwpa yna. Ewn ni nôl at Malcolm Allen a Nick Parry.
Welcome back to Park Hall in Oswestry as TNS, led at the front by Danny Davis, climb the victory stairs to collect their 14th JD Welsh Cymru Premier League title. Well deserved, well clear. It was a fantastic afternoon. Mike Jones and Steve Jones, chairman of the Cymru Premier Leagues.
Yeah, certainly it's been 2 years of pain for the New Saints, seeing that trophy disappear up north.
Yeah, but they've got it back, Tom, and they've got it back with a vengeance, winning it by the amount of points they've won. They've entertained us all season. There's been goals aplenty, there's been thrills and spills, and the title has finally arrived back in Oswestry. Quickly going back to today's game. What a great way to finish it, Tom. We said we've seen them enjoy winning the league here many times before, so they're enjoying this one.
Yeah, it showed a lot of character this afternoon. 2-0 down at the interval, came back 2-all, 3-2 up. Full credit to Pen-y-bont, who clawed a point from the game. So, yeah, they played their part this afternoon, did Pen-y-bont. And now the trophy is going to be presented to the New Saints.
Yeah, it is Mike Jones who will hand over the trophy to Paul Harrison and Chris Marriott. I think he'll have to be aided by a couple of more of the officers there. It's TNS champions for the 14th time in the JD Cymru Premier League. Congratulations to the champions, well deserved, and a wonderful performance over the season, Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely. They won it, in real style. Already scored 68 goals this season. Only conceded 22. So yeah, it's been a fantastic season for them. It's not over yet, so plenty to play for. The Welsh Cup's coming up as well.
Yeah, double on Europe to look forward to in the summer. Congratulations to the JD Cymru Premier League champions, the New Saints.
Tlws berig bywyd. Swn i ddim yn licio dathlu efo champagne neu cwrw yn hwnna, ma' hwnna mynd i gymryd llygad rhywun allan yn anffodus, felly chymwch bwych hogia, ond maen nhw yn heiddi. A maen nhw'n mynd i fynd o nerth i nerth, dwi'n meddwl. Gêm fawr yn y gwpan ebyn Bai Colwyn, nath giro Cei Conan y rownd dwytha, bron bod hynna mynd i fod yn ddigon o rybydd. Mae hein yn mynd am y dwbl unwaith eto, a fyna ddim syndod o gwbl. Gwyliad ei hun gwynderfel efo'r drws na, mae hwn yn heiddi chwarae teg.
Yeah, Paul Harrison, y goal geidwads. 10 Bencampwriaeth iddo fe, Chris Marriott hefyd wedi cipio 10, gan felly un gyda 9 oedd Aaron Edwards ma'n flynyddoedd, ond mae'r ddau ma wedi mynd gam ymhellach na neb. Wrth i ni weld y cwpan, mae'n mor drawiadol, mwy o'n i'n gweld. Fi'n cofio gweld y cwpan am tro cyntaf, mae'n beth yn y byd yw hwn. Ond mae pobl wrth i bod ddo fe, a mae'r Seintiau wrth i bod ddo fe. Gobeithio bod y cabinet digon mawr o wain, mae angen lle ar y cwpan yna.
Fyna ddigon o le, dwi'n siŵr. Ac Anthony Limbrick, fod i'r dyn sydd yn heili lot o'r clod, oherwydd tro cyntaf iddo fo fod yn rhan o hyn efo'r clwb. A fel ych chi'n sôn, cwbl o'r chwaraewyr hefyd. Felly, pawb wrth i bod a parti mawr, a maen nhw wedi bod ben a sgwydda yn hawdd yn well na neb tymor yma.
Mae yn ddiddorol edrych nôl, ac unwaith eto, beth sydd yn taro chi, fi'n gwybod dim yn dibrisio dim byd, ond ys neb wedi gallu herio nhw, fel oedd Cey Conna wedi herio nhw am 2 dymor. Wrth edrych nôl nawr o'r hynta helynt tymor yma, chod, faint o beth oedd e gyda Andy Morrison yn gadael Cey Conna, a na'r gwahaniaeth mawr fel petai.
Wel, y gwir ydy, oedden nhw allan ohoni cyn i Andy Morrison adael. Nathon nhw ddechrau y tymor yn siomedig iawn, felly allan ni ddim just deud, gan bod o wedi gadael, nath bethau newid. Nathon ni fwynhau y 2 flynedd yn do o Cey Conna'n brwydro ac mynd at y gêm ola, ond na, mae hyn yn teimlo chydig bach yn fwy arferol, dydy.
Hefyd, beth sy'n taro chi hefyd wrth edrych nôl yw, gymaint o ymdrech ath i mewn i aros gyda'r Seintiau Newydd, gyda Cey Conna. Nes nhw roi popeth am 2 dymor, oedd yn ormod i Andy Morrison yn diwedd. Dyna fe mor anodd yw i ddal gafel o'r tîm fel hyn.
Ie, mae hyn yn bencampwyr. Mae nhw wedi arfer nifer fawr o chwaraewyr, mae nhw wedi arfer efo dathlu. O'n i sôn cyn y gêm, weithiau mae'n gallu mynd ddim yn ddiflas, wrth gwrs mae pawb yn mwynhau ennill, ond mae'n dod yn ormod o arferiad, lle rwan ar ôl cyfnod go heriol i'r clwb yma, mae'n golygu mae nhw wedi cael blas bach eto. Mae hynna'n beryglus iawn i'r clwbiau eraill yn y gyngrair fydd yn meddwl, mae'r bwlch yma rwan yn enfawr, ydy'n bosib i chau hi.
Mae nhw hefyd yn llawn amser, felly ai dyma dylen i fod yn gweld o'r unig dîm llawn amser yn y gyngrair?
O, ddylian ni weld o, a dyna di'r pwysau mae nhw'n gorau delio fo dro ar ôl tro, ond allan ni ddim wedyn peidio rhoi gymaint o glod iddyn nhw am y rheswm yna, ac na, fydden nhw'n mwynhau heno, dwi'n siŵr.
Ni'n sôn am yr hen olwg gyfarwydd ar chwaraewyr fel Paul Harrison fan hyn sydd wedi cipio sawl medal, un sy'n cipio un am y tro cyntaf sydd gyda ni nesaf, mae Leo Smith gyda Siôn y Dafydd.
Leo, llongyfarchiadau enfawr, sut i ti'n teimlo ar hyn o bryd?
Da ni gyd yn hapus, oedden ni gyd yn siomedig bod ni wedi mynd 2 dim lawr hanner gyntaf na, ond oedden ni gyd yn gwybod hanner amser bod da ni digon da i ddod yn ôl yn y gêm hefyd.
Mae wedi bod yn dymor hir, dwi ddim yn gyfrinach bod chi sydd wedi bod yn arwain y ras trwy'r tymor, ond just faint mae fe'n golygu ti fel chwaraewr, ond hefyd i chi fel clwb?
Ia, o'n i'n gobeithio sy'n wedi cyrraedd o blwyddyn dwytha, blwyddyn gyntaf fi yma, ond nath yna'n digwydd, ond dwi'n meddwl da ni wedi bod hollol tîm wahanol blwyddyn yma, especially ar ôl Ewrop a falle hefyd, ond na, da ni gyd yn hapus bod da ni wedi cyrraedd gobeithio wneud yr un peth blwyddyn nesaf.
A beth sy'n edrych i'r Seintiau Newydd? Yn amlwg, newch chi ddathlu heno, fi'n siŵr bod yna un llyged ar yr haf a tymor nesaf yn barod.
Oes, da ni gyd yn gwybod, mae yna cwpan da ni angen trio cyrra hefyd, ond na, gen ni gêm, dwi'n fel disil nesaf. Gawn ni amser i dathlu heddiw wan a wedyn mynd nôl ati wrth nesaf.
Leo, joio'r dathlu, diolch yn fawr.
Leo Smith yn ddyn hapus dros ben. Ond yn chwarae green grass of home fan hyn, just nawr. Sim gwair yn agos yn y lle, mae fe wyrdd. Dewch chi ni fel gol Ben Clark, nath nhw nôl mewn iddi. Eiliad bwysig falle Owain, ond bydd y golgeidwad ddim yn hapus.
Na, ddim yn gwybod, bydd o ddim eisiau gwylio hon eto. Ashley Morris yn y gol, ond Clark nath i egni fo neu gwahaniaeth yn dod yn yr ail hanner. Fel sa'n ni'n ei ddisgwyl. Ac troi y bel yn ôl ar ei droed chwith yma. Mae dipyn o nerth arni yn gorfod mynd drwy'r amddiffynwyr, ond mi fydd Ashley Morris yn disgwyl stopio honna, rhaid mynd drwy goesio fo.
Dyna ddechreuodd y cyfan. Ben Clark o'r Academy, mae'n braf gweld hynny, wedi dod trwy'r rhengoedd fan hyn ar Seintiau Newydd. Wedi siarad digon am y 2 sy'n dathlu 10 Bencampwriaeth. Maen nhw'n swnio fel cwmni o gyfreithwyr, ond dewch chi ni glywed nawr gan Marietta Harrison.
Guys, huge congratulations, Chris and Paul. Paul, I'll come to you first. Of course, you've been in this situation many times, but you've had to wait a little while for this championship. How much does it mean?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to get it over the line today. It was a bit of a nervy finish. We couldn't wait to get the game over, so absolutely delighted to get it back after 2 years not having it.
Chris, like Paul just said, 2 years. Does that make it even sweeter this time round?
Definitely does. I think it teaches a bit of a lesson as well, not to take it for granted in the future. Enjoy these moments. Yeah, when you win so many in a row, you take it for granted. And then fair play to Conor Skiddy, stepped up the last 2 years, but I'm absolutely made up to get it back, and I think thoroughly deserved.
And guys, I've got to say, you've showed tremendous character this week. You've come from behind twice in both games this week. We've seen almost a different side to TNS.
Yeah, we showed a bit of grit, determination, a bit of character. I thought we played well in the games, but we've went behind. But as you say, we've got over the line, we've showed character, and the lads are delighted to get the win, the trophy back today.
And I guess the attention now turns to the cup. Can you do the double?
Yeah, I've got to, that's our expectation, definitely not being, that's what it is, a TNS go with every cup you go into domestically, so yeah, definitely we're in the final now, and a semi-final, so against Colin Bailey gives us a tough test, but yeah, it's something we expect to go on and win.
And you two are racking up the championships now. It's not too bad, is it, Paul?
No, it's 10 for both of us now, so yeah, delighted to get our 10th one today, and hopefully got more to come.
guys. Enjoy tonight. Huge congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Yr hen gymeriadau, yr un hen enwau, a dewch chi ni weld y gol. Nath fwy na lai sicrhau ddi, y drydedd na, fe mor bwysig oedd hon gan Baker.
Wel, mor bwysig yn doedd, oedd yn ymwneud bod nhw'n mynd i gael y triffwynt, ddim i fod yn y pen draw, ond eto, o safbwynt Pen-y-bont yn amddiffynol, chydig bach o siocar. Ond oedd hi'n gêm rhyfedd, o'ch ti'n teimlo di Pen-y-bont i fod yn hapus efo pwynt yn y diwedd ar ôl bod ar y blaen, ond dwi'n meddwl bod hi'n brawn, lle fydden nhw'n hapus efo'r pwynt i fynd adre efo, ac yn amlwg y pwynt sydd yn sicrhau'r Bencampwriaeth i'r Seintiau. A jyst i gloi, ni wedi dathlu'r llwyddiant y Seintiau, ni'n holi ben nhw ymweddill eto. Mae'r ben nhw ni yw dilyn yr as na i gyrraedd Ewrop, Pen-y-bont, y Flint, Dre Newydd, Bala, mae mor agos, mae'n mynd i fod, wel, mae mwy i ddod y tymor yma. Oes, bendant. Ac i Pen-y-bont, mae gen nhw 2 gyfle rwan i orffen yn Ewrop yn does. Gorffen yr ail safle neu Cwpan Cymru, felly llawn cyffro. Da ni'n edrych ymlaen, sgen i'n syniad beth sy'n mynd i ddigwydd, Dol. A mae hynna'n gret. Dyna pam ni ma, bob wrth o wain. Diolch yn fawr iawn am y cwmni. Diolch am eich cwmni chi hefyd. Gêm fyw arall nos Fawrth nesa. Hynny'n fyw